Donovan with a 2-run home run, his 17th home run of the season. Already the second homer here in the first inning for the Cubs. And they now have a 3-0 lead. The only question whether or not that ball was going to stay fair, and it did. So Bregman's 17th home run of the season, and it's 3-0 Cubs.
Unfortunately, this feels like yesterday for the Mariners. They got buried early, that 6-0 lead in the first inning, and they did a lot to put themselves in position to come back. They brought the tying run to the plate. They brought the go-ahead run to the plate, but they never could quite get over the top. This is not the ideal start for the Mariners tonight.
So 3 runs are in, only 1 out, top of the first. Here's Ian Happ, the pitch. The Happ swing and a miss, and a fastball. The count is 0-1. And it all starts with that first at bat by Pete Crow Armstrong, the 9-pitch at bat, the home run. So everybody had a chance to take a look during that at bat of pretty much whatever Hancock had to throw. Here's the next pitch, and it's inside on Happ for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike.
All these balls have been sizzled too. 2 homers and a double. 3 extra base hits for the Cubs already.
Hancock looking to try to settle in as fast as he can after the 2 home runs. Here's the pitch, swung on, fouled out of play on the third base side, and the count is 1-2 on Happ. Happ batting .214, 20 home runs, 51 runs batted in. Cubs managed by Craig Counsell, now in his 3rd year with the Cubs, after spending a lot of time and a lot of success up in Milwaukee. Here's the pitch, breaking ball, check swing. Does he go? He does not. He peeled down to the third base umpire. It's ball 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Happ. On deck is Nico Horner. So what the Cubs can do, they can hit the ball out of the ballpark. Here's the stretch and the 2-2 on the way. Swinging a ground ball inside the bag at third and down the left field line. That's going to go for extra bases. Up with the ball is Randy. Heading for second is Happ to throw in the slide, and it's not in time. Good hustle by Randy and a good throw into Cole Young. And he made it close, but Happ gets in there with a slide for a double. So 4 hits, 4 extra base hits now off of Hancock. Still looking for that second out here in the first.
That one not hit hard, but in the right spot with third base vacated. Here comes Pete Woodworth to talk this one over.
Yeah, Brendan Donovan was playing way off the line. Perhaps a left-handed hitter just went the other way. A lot of room between the bag and Donovan. So Pete out there to settle down Hancock right away here in the top of the first inning. 3-0 Cubs. Nico Horner is due up. He's batting .264 with 7 home runs and 58 runs batted in. Gary, it's great to have the young ladies who are our flight attendants everywhere we go around the American League, the National League for many years. Karen is here and Jackie.
They're the greatest.
And they are. I feel like I should get them my bag of Cheetos and my ginger ale, because every time I get on the flight, and you do too, there's my Cheetos, there's my ginger ale, and they're the best.
They are the best.
Karen, Jackie, Jolene, Denise, Carrie. So welcome to the booth. Great to see the ladies here. Here's Nico Horner. Runner on at second, 1 out. The pitch on the way, swinging a ground ball to short. Off to his left, up with the ball, Rodden to throw to first, and it's going to be in time to get a hustling Nico Horner for the second out of the inning. And on the play, Happ will get to third. Ground ball to the left of Brock Rodden, so Happ is able to advance 90 feet. So now the Cubs have Happ on at third with 2 outs. 3-0 Cubs, and here's Pedro Ramirez, second baseman for the Cubs. Started the year at AAA Iowa, where he hit over 300 with 9 home runs. And batting .285 as a Cub. The pitch to Ramirez is inside for ball 1. Game 1 of the homestand. Game 1 of 3 with the Cubs, and then 3 with the Phillies. So make your plans to come on by T-Mobile Park. The look in by Hancock. Fires away, swinging a foul out of play on the third base side. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Make your plans to come on by tomorrow night. We're going to see a 23-year-old kid, make it 22. He's only 22. Cade Anderson, just called up from AA Arkansas, will make his major league debut tomorrow night in Game 2 of the series. Next offer, swing and a miss by Ramirez in the count of ball and 2 strikes. Cade put up some great numbers down in the minor leagues at AA. First round pick by the Mariners just last year, the 3rd pick overall in the draft of 2025. And man, he lit up the Texas League pitching for Arkansas. Here's the look in, and the 1-2 on the way, and it's outside on Ramirez for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Down in Arkansas, Anderson was 10-1 with a 1.06 ERA, 18 starts, 93 in the third innings, only 13 walks and 135 strikeouts. Next pitch to Ramirez, low and outside, ball 3, 3 balls and 2 strikes, and Hancock has thrown a lot of pitches.
Yeah, 2 away from 30.
Cubs have made him work here in the first. 3 runs in, runner at third, 2 outs, the stretch, and the 3-2 pitch, swinging a foul off a Cal. The ball rolls halfway up the third base line, and the count is still 3-2 on Ramirez.
Cubs had the off day yesterday. The Mariners, of course, did not. So their bullpen had to do some heavy lifting yesterday as it was.
So Hancock looking to stay in this game for a while. The windup and the 3-2 pitch swung on, popped up right side of the infield. Backing up into shallow right field, the second baseman. Cole Young is there. Still waiting for that thing to come down. It does, and he makes the catch, and that will retire the side. But the Cubs do some early damage with 3 runs on 4 hits and a couple of home runs. We go to the bottom of the first inning. We're underway. Our Mechanics Bank score, it's the Cubs 3 and the Mariners coming up.
Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. Gatorlyte, with a specialized blend of 5 electrolytes, was scientifically designed to help move fluids into the body faster for rapid rehydration. With no artificial sweeteners or flavors. Shop now at retailers nationwide. Gatorlyte hydrates faster than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
Heading back to campus? Time to upgrade your entire tech setup. Switch to Verizon, buy or bring a qualifying smartphone, and get a smartwatch and a tablet on us. That's all your essential gear for $0 extra. Ace your classes, track your fitness, and stream your favorite shows. Visit Verizon.com or your local store today. Bring an eligible phone or purchase a new phone with device payment on postpaid service plan required. Up to $649.99 watch and tablet device payment purchase with new line on $20 per month tablet plan and $15 per month watch plan for 36 months required. Less up to $650 promo credit applied over 36 months per device. Additional taxes, fees, and terms apply.
Stitch Fix. Stop shopping, get styled.
A+ on the outfit, Miss Turner. You are about to slay parent-teacher conferences.
Oh, these? Just the most perfect fitting jeans my stylist sent me.
Oh, hello, you, who didn't set one foot in a mall and still looks amazing.
Just share your size, style, and budget, and your stylist sends personalized looks right to your door. Stitch Fix. Get started today at StitchFix.com.
To my stylist, this look is dedicated to you. Thank you. Thank you.
First, I take a sabbatical, then do absolutely nothing.
Glorious. But what? You'd win the New York lottery, then do nothing?
Well, I'd also commission a cutting-edge mobile bed, so I never stop doing nothing, even when I leave my house.
Okay, but how can you do either?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Our Mechanics Bank scored the Cubs 3. The Mariners coming up here in the bottom of the first inning to face left-hander Matt Boyd, the former Mariner. The windup in the pitch to Brendan Donovan is low and outside for ball 1. Boyd is wearing a Chicago Cub uniform, but he's back home. He grew up in Mercer Island. He went to Eastside Catholic over in Sammamish. Here's the next offer on the way, and it's a strike on Donovan. And the count is even, a 1-1 strike. And wound up going to college at Oregon State. One of the nice guys in the game of baseball. His mom and dad are here at the ballpark tonight. Family. Next offer is blowing outside a check swing. Did he go? He did not. 2-1 the count on Donovan. But in 2022, Matt spent a little time with the Mariners working out of the bullpen. He was here when the Mariners got to the postseason. Here's the pitch. Swung on, ground ball, hard hit, but right to the second baseman. Ramirez gobbles it up. The throw to first in time to get Donovan for the out, and there's one away for the Mariners. Say, friends, when considering a Volvo, people should come to Sandberg Volvo Cars in Linwood to experience the Sandberg difference. The only Excellence Award winner and family-owned and operated Volvo dealership in the Northwest. Come in as a friend and leave as a member of the family with a great car. I did. Gary did. See great reviews at SandbergVolvoCars.com. Here's Randy Rosarena. The Mariners would love to chip away at that early 3-run deficit. The windup and the pitch to Randy. Takes a look at a strike, and the count is 0-1. Randy batting .272, 17 home runs, and 53 runs batted in. Boyd ready, the windup, and the lefty's 0-1 pitch. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-2. Matt's fastball, 94 miles an hour, but man, he can spin it. Great off-speed pitches, breaking ball, slider, changeup, the windup, and the 0-2 on the way. Swing and a pop-up. Shallow center field. Backing up Ramirez, the second baseman. And he's there to make the catch. And there's 2 outs. And there's that changeup at 78 miles an hour. And he had Randy way out in front. And that's what it's all about as far as pitching, is messing up a hitter's timing. That'll bring up right fielder Dom Canzone. So Dom trying to get something going with 2 outs and nobody on. Canzone hitting .262, 19 home runs, 55 runs batted in. Here's the windup and the pitch from Boyd. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. We've got a beautiful night out for baseball. The roof is wide open, great crowd. They're going to be entertained with the ball game tonight and the fireworks show after the game. The windup and the 0-1 pitch to Canzone, swing and a miss. There's a slider at 83, and Gary, he really backs up not only on, obviously, on his changeup, but his breaking pitches as well.
Yeah, doesn't throw as hard as he once did, but now he's the definition of a crafty lefty.
He's good at All-Star last year. Last season, won 14 games, had a 3.21 ERA. The windup and the 0-2, low and outside for ball 1, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
He's especially tough on lefties. He's allowed 13 home runs this year, 1 to lefties.
Hitting .213 against them. Here's the windup and the pitch to Dom Canzone. Way outside with a breaking ball. Ball 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Boyd this year 8-2 with a 4.02 ERA. I think it's just his 16th start of the year. Got roughed up in his last outing. That was an 8-4 loss on August the 15th to the Cardinals. 5 1/3 innings, gave up 7 runs. The windup and the 2-2. Canzone swinging, he bounces 1 foul off to the right side of home plate. The count is still even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And looking at what he's done this year, that was his first loss since his opening day start on March the 26th against the Washington Nationals. Nothing but wins and no decisions between those 2 starts. Next offer, swing and a miss by Canzone and a breaking ball for strike 3. And that's going to retire the side. We go to the top half of the second inning. After 1, our Mechanics Bank score. It's the Cubs 3 and the Mariners nothing.
I'll adopt a cat.
Just a cat, Sean? This is a New York Lottery win we're talking about.
I'd get the ultra-rare, hairless cat known as the Minskin.
Then?
I'd turn my garage into a rescue menagerie for all furless felines.
And when that gets too full?
I'll purchase land in the Catskills for them to sunbathe in hairless abandon.
Only cats.
All hair-free animals looking to roam in bald, beautiful peace.
Can I come?
Do you have hair?
New York Lottery. Can you imagine? Play today. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
No passport? No problem. This summer, escape to Tokyo at P.F. Chang's. Set sail through a limited time menu inspired by the vibrant city of Tokyo, featuring new sushi boats, bold new rolls, and premium entrees. Your journey through Tokyo starts here. Available for a limited time only at P.F. Chang's.
Do you know the following baseball slang? Today's phrase is Baltimore chop. Do you know what it means? Baltimore chop, a ground ball that hits in front of or off of home plate and then takes a high hop.
Baltimore chop, right side low, race to the bag, not in time.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
Summer means more time outside and more exposure to ticks right where you live. Here's Dr. Patrick Kelly, Pfizer Medical Director and tick expert.
As ticks spread to new areas, so does the risk of Lyme disease. Ticks are no longer just found in the woods, but also in parks, gardens, and even your own backyard. And that means everyday activities like walking your dog, playing catch, or an outdoor cookout can put you and your family at risk.
Learn more at Pfizer.com/Lyme.
Well, our Mechanics Bank score, Cubs 3, the Mariners nothing, top half of the second. And Michael Conforto also grew up here in the Pacific Northwest. Will lead things off, and he takes a pitch from Emerson Hancock low and outside for ball 1. Hancock threw a ton of pitches in that first inning. Now the windup and the 1-0 to Conforto, swing and a miss, and the count is even a 1 ball and 1 strike. Conforto out of Redmond High School. So some local flavor in this ball game for the Cubs with Matt Boyd pitching. And Conforto, the designated hitter for Chicago. The windup and the pitch, swing and a miss at a sinker And the count is now 1-2 on Conforto. Conforto batting .222, 10 home runs, 30 runs batted in. Last year with the Dodgers, prior to that with the Giants, prior to that with the Mets, where he was drafted in the first round out of Oregon State back in June of 2014. Here's the pitch. And it's low and outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So this young man has forged a nice big league career. Left-handed hitter. 2-2 on Conforto. Hancock looking for his second strikeout. Here's the stretch and the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball up the top of the mound. In behind second goes riding the shortstop. Other side of the bag, he gets to it. The throw to first. And it's in time to get Conforto. Nice play by Brock Rodden. It skipped right off the top of the mound as it zipped right on by Emerson Hancock. And Rodden is right there to make a nice play. And there's one away. That'll bring up catcher Carson Kelly. Kelly batting .260 for the Cubs. 7 home runs, 43 runs batted in. Cubs yesterday with the day off. Here's the pitch to Kelly. Strike on the inside corner. And it's 0-1. Last Wednesday, they lost to the White Sox by a score of 3-0. They've won, though, 6 of their last 10 games. They've had a really nice year at 74 and 54 on the season. Looks like the Cubbies heading back to the playoffs. The stretch and the pitch. Check swing. Does he go? He does not. And the count is even on Kelly at 1 ball and 1 strike. Last year, the Mariners played the Cubs at Wrigley Field in Chicago, where they won 2 out of 3. Here's the pitch, and it's down low for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. I grew up in Chicago as a kid. Didn't get a chance to see too many games at Wrigley Field. They were playing all-day games at that time. Wrigley didn't get lights until 1988. Here's the pitch on the way, and a swing and a miss by Kelly as the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. But when I finally did, when I was in high school, my good buddy Kevin Murray had a car. We drove up to the north side and watched the Cubs play the Pittsburgh Pirates. The first time I saw Ernie Banks in person. Ron Santo, Billy Williams, and the Pirates had a right fielder by the name of Roberto Clemente. Here's the pitch on the way. Breaking ball is a little bit low for ball 3. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Cubbies had some great teams, a lot of great players, but they just couldn't win the World Series for the longest time. Swinging a foul off the left side of home plate. Count is still full on Kelly at 3-2. Until 2016, when the Cubbies put it all together and they beat the Cleveland Indians for their first World Series title in 108 years. As a Cub fan, you got to really have a lot of hope. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swung on, fouled out of play in the first base side. And it's still 3-2 on Kelly. And the Cub hitters have really made Hancock work in the early part of this ball game. Emerson already has thrown 42 pitches. He has 1 out here in the second. Hancock looks in as a sign from Cal. The 3-2 offer. Strike 3 called. Got him looking. Fastball on the outside corner. That is strikeout number 2 for Hancock. And the Cubs have 2 down here in the second. Well, time now for tonight's Men of Steel report, brought to you by Steel Outdoor Power Equipment. How about Emerson in his last outing? 7 innings in a 10-5 win over the Astros in Houston on that last road trip. Tonight's Men of Steel report brought to you by Steel Outdoor Power Equipment. Visit steelusa.com or your local Steel dealer today. Here's the pitch to Pete Crow Armstrong. A swing and a miss, and the count is 0-1. PCA leading off the ball game in the first inning with a home run to right field. His 32nd home run of the year. Left-handed hitter. The stretch and the pitch. Swing and a pop-up behind home plate. Off to our left. And out of play, and the count is 0-2 on PCA. PCA's mom, Ashley Crow, starred in the movie Little Big League back in 1994. There's a story about the kid who inherited the Minnesota Twins. He became their manager. He fired the manager. He took over as the manager of the team. And they ended up winning. He had some interesting plays. But PCA's mom starred in that movie. Here's the windup in the 0-2 pitch on the way, and it's low and inside for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Did you enjoy that movie, Gary?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Little Big League.
Yeah.
You know what? I liked all the big leaguers were in it. Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah,
was
they
in
played
it.
the Mariners in it. Yeah. Randy Johnson pitched too, I think, if I remember right.
The look in and the 1-2. Swing and a pop-up outside of third. Foul territory and the run. Brendan Donovan. And by the warning track, he's there to make the catch, and that's going to retire the side. PCA pops it up to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Cubs. We go to the bottom of the second. Our Mechanics Bank score. The Cubs 3 and the Mariners nothing.
Now boarding flight 532.
Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. 81% of travelers don't feel fully hydrated, and flying increases the risks of dehydration. Gatorade Zero powders have been scientifically designed to help improve hydration balance in the body. Clinically proven electrolyte blend and no artificial colors or flavors. Shop now online or at retailers nationwide. Gatorade hydrates better than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
New shoes, new clothes, brand new grade. Switch to Verizon to make sure their tech keeps up. This back to school season, buy or bring any Android phone and get a Samsung Galaxy tablet on us. Get your kids ready for the school year without breaking the bank. Visit Verizon.com or your local store today. Bring an Android phone or purchase a new phone with device payment on postpaid service plan required. $329.99 tablet device payment purchase with new line on $20 per month tablet plan for 36 months required. Less $330 tablet promo credit applied over 36 months. Additional taxes, fees, and terms apply.
Stitch Fix. Stop shopping. Get styled.
Not today, sweatpants. Somebody's wearing jeans that fit.
Wow! No photos, please. I'm just a regular dad who happens to have a stylist.
I really look my best when someone else makes the decisions. Hey, we can all see you two-way mirrors.
Just share your size, style, and budget, and your stylist sends personalized looks right to your door. Stitch Fix. Get started today at StitchFix.com.
I want to hug you. I'm going to hug you. I'm coming in for a hug.
I'd finally have time to reread my favorite fantasy book.
Dig deeper. We're imagining winning the New York lottery here.
Okay, I'd build my own reading nook right where the sun hits.
You're getting warmer.
The French sun. I'll buy a villa in Marseille. Wait, what's the French word for sun?
I don't know.
Tracks and exclusions at carshield.com.
Well, we head to the bottom half of the second on a gorgeous Friday night here in Seattle. 3-0 Cubs leading things off for the Mariners. Center fielder Julio Rodriguez. Matt Boyd ready, kicks, delivers, swing, and a pop-up. Out of play into that bright sunshine off to our right, and the count is 0-1 on Julio. Well, that's our Mechanics Bank score, 3-0 Cubs. Cubs getting 3 runs in a hurry in the top of the first inning with a couple of home runs. Boyd ready, the windup, and the 0-1 pitch to Julio. Is a strike on the inside corner with a fastball. No balls and 2 strikes. Well, one of the great writers in baseball, and it has been for a long time, Tyler Kepner, I guess, listening to our broadcast tonight, Gary, gave us some more information about the movie Little Big League. Here's a swing and a line drive, picked on a hop pitch short by Horner. The throw to first, and it's in time to get Julio. Screaming low liner right at the top of the grass, deep and short. Horner to his right to make a backhanded stop. Went to his knees, got up, and he fires the strike to first in time to get Julio for out number 1.
Yeah, he's one of our great contributors to the broadcast. He points out that Leon Durham and Kevin Elster were 2 twins in the movie. Little Big League.
I've seen that movie a number of times. Just
I had no idea.
Tyler's right, yeah. They didn't play opposing hitters. They were on the Minnesota Twins. Here's Josh Naylor. The windup and the pitch to Josh. Check swing. It's a strike, and the count is 0-1.
Shannon had to be a Leon Durham fan.
As a Cub fan, yeah.
Yeah.
The Bull. Here's the windup by Boyd, and the 0-1 pitch is inside for ball 1. We always have a discussion about the top baseball movies, down through the years. Of course, Field of Dreams and Bull Durham. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss at a breaking ball. The count is now 1-2 on Naylor. The movie I love is A League of Their Own, with the ladies, starring Gina Davis and Lori Petty. And Madonna was in the movie along with Rosie O'Donnell. Tom Hanks was the manager. Here's the windup and the 1-2 on the way, swinging a ground ball up the middle. Diving try by Ramirez, can't get to it. A base hit into center field. And the Mariners have their first base hit of the night. Naylor gets aboard with 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. So not too many people say Little Big League, but I really loved the movie. I enjoyed the movie. The kid was funny. Especially when he came up with that weird plays and things like that, and they ended up winning. And just a good baseball boy. Funny movie involving a lot of guys that we knew as big leaguers at the time. Taylor Ward, the hitter, the pitch is a breaking ball. It's up and in for ball one. Ward batting .239, 7 home runs, 32 runs batted in. Stretch by Boyd. And the tall lefty's 1-0 pitch on the way, and it's outside for ball two. 2 balls and no strikes. Cal Raleigh is due up next. Mariners would love to start chipping away at that 3-run deficit right away. We're in the bottom half of the second. Cubs outfield straight away. Happ, Crow, Armstrong, and Suzuki. The stretch and the pitch. Check swing. It's up and away for ball 3. 3-0 the count on Ward. That's what he did as well as anybody when he was with the Orioles. He was leading the league in walks with 87 at the time of the trade. He worked the count. Open stance at the plate. The stretch by Boyd, and the 3-0 pitch is up and in, ball 4. So Taylor Ward draws a 4-pitch walk, and the Mariners will bring the tying run to the plate. 1 out, 2 on for Cal Raleigh. Say, friends, it's 2010's weekend right here at T-Mobile Park, presented by Microsoft. We're celebrating 2 Seattle originals. Both the Mariners and Microsoft are marking 50 years together. Since 1977, the Mariners have brought generations of fans together. And since 1975, Microsoft has grown from a small, little-known company in the Pacific Northwest into a global technology leader. Different journeys, but the same hometown roots. Here's the pitch to Cal. Swinging a fly ball deep to left center field. Going and going. Goodbye baseball into the Mariners bullpen. Cal Raleigh ties the game with his 14th home run of the season. And just like that, it's the Mariners 3 and the Cubs 3. And this crowd has come to life here in the friendly confines of T-Mobile Park. Cal Raleigh jumping on Matt Boyd's first pitch, and it soars into the Mariners bullpen. Naylor and Ward score on in front of them, and we've got a 3-3 tie.
Well, that is so great to see. One swing ties it off the bat of Cal.
The single by Naylor, the walk by Ward, and the big blast by Cal. Here's Cole Young, and he takes a pitch up and in for ball 1. So Microsoft and the Mariners, different journeys, but the same hometown roots for 50 years. Both organizations have helped shape the story of our region while investing in the future of the communities we call home. Here's the pitch on the way to Cole. Swinging a line drive into left field for a base hit. And I don't think it's a coincidence at all. Talking about Microsoft, and the Mariners having a lot of success here in the bottom half of the second. That's what Microsoft has done for many, many years here in the Pacific Northwest. Mariners and Microsoft, 2 Titans here in the Pacific Northwest coming together. We are tied at 3-3. And now with only 1 out, the Mariners have the go-ahead run on at first base.
A brand new ball game now after that home run by Cal.
And due up is Brock Rodden. Time is called. Tommy Hotteby, the pitching coach for the Cubs, out there with a little visit with Matt Boyd.
You know what's interesting about Boyd this year, he allowed 13 home runs on the season coming in, 11 of those at home. He has not really allowed the long ball on the road. It's been the not-so-friendly confines in Chicago that's been his issue. Just the 3rd home run he's allowed on the road this season.
When the wind blows out at Wrigley Field, it is an unkind place, unfriendly confines, for a pitcher. Wind blowing in, different story.
And for a pitcher like Boyd, that can be a real problem on certain nights.
Here's Brock Rodden, little kid, swinging a nice bat since coming up to the big leagues. Prior to the last road trip, the pitch to Rodden is outside for ball 1. Colt Emerson going on the IL. Was struggling, and then we know why, because he was injured. But Colt Emerson is going to be mighty, mighty good for a long, long time. This kid has done a nice job. Here's a swing and a high fly ball to left field, fairly deep, going back as Happ to the 1 track. And he's there, and he makes the catch, tagging it first. Heading for second is Cole Young. He gets in, standing up. Deep fly ball to left field by Brock Rodden. Heads up play by Young to get back to the bag at first, tag, and scoot into second base.
He just missed that.
Yeah. Here's my pick to play for the home run.
He still may do it, but that was very close. Very close.
They'll have a few more chances. Go ahead run on its second with 2 outs. All tied at 3. And here's Brendan Donovan. This guy had a fine trip. Here's the stretch by Boyd. He delivers. And Donovan with a swing and a fly ball. Gap right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Young running third, heading home. Up with the ball, Suzuki. The throw to the plate is cut off by the first baseman, Bush. Brendan Donovan with a 2-out RBI single. And the Mariners have the lead 4-3 here in the bottom half of the second. 4 runs are in on 4 base hits. Brendan Donovan coming through with 2 outs to score Young from second. And how about Cole advancing the extra 90 feet on the long fly ball off the bat of Brock Rodden.
Well, the Mariners have been better offensively since the start of the Astros series, and Brendan Donovan has been the biggest reason why. He has been excellent at the top of the order.
Here's Randy Rosarena. Randy takes a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Yeah, the Mariners missed Brendan Donovan for most of the season. He was hurt early in the year. Had the strained groin that put him on the IL for months. Mariners missed his bat, his defense, his hustle. The pitch to Randy. Swinging a high fly ball. Shallow left field. Coming in is Ian Happ. Happ is there waiting for it to come down. And he makes the catch. That's going to retire the side. But the Mariners come away with 4 runs here in the bottom half of the second. And right away, they regain the lead. We go to the top of the third. Our Mechanics Bank score. It's the Mariners 4 and the Cubs 3.
I'd finally have time to reread my favorite fantasy book.
Dig deeper. We're imagining winning the New York lottery here.
Okay, I'd build my own reading nook right where the sun hits.
You're getting warmer.
The French sun. I'll buy a villa in Marseille. Wait, what's the French word for sun?
I don't know, Kathy. You're the reader.
Okay, I'll hire a tutor to learn the French word for sun, then the words to negotiate real estate, then I'll buy my own French library.
And to think you just wanted to reread a book. New York Lottery. Can you imagine? Play today. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
This summer, your passport isn't required. Welcome to Summer in Tokyo at P.F. Chang's. Inspired by the color and energy of Tokyo's vibrant sushi scene, these limited time creations bring bold flavors in every bite. Discover new sushi rolls, steak tataki, and lobster and prawn fried rice inspired by one of the world's most exciting food destinations. Cruise through Tokyo, one roll at a time aboard our sushi boat with wave after sushi wave of unforgettable taste. Summer in Tokyo at P.F. Chang's. Your journey to Tokyo starts here.
Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. Gatorade Zero powders have been scientifically designed to help improve hydration balance in the body. With a clinically proven electrolyte blend and no artificial colors or flavors. Great tasting hydration no matter where you're going. Shop now online or at retailers nationwide. Gatorade hydrates better than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
Heading back to campus? Time to upgrade your entire tech setup. Switch to Verizon, buy or bring a qualifying smartphone, and get a smartwatch and a tablet on us. That's all your essential gear for $0 extra. Ace your classes, track your fitness.
Well, the ball is flying tonight. 4-3, Mariners the lead. Here's the pitch to Suzuki. That's inside. Emerson Hancock, new life. Cubs scored 3 in the first, but the Mariners charged back with 4 runs in the second. 4-3, Mariners with the lead. Top of the third inning. Hancock ready, deals. He sends that over for a strike. Even count, 1 ball, 1 strike. We've seen 3 home runs in the game already. Pete Crow Armstrong with 1, Alex Bregman with another, and Cal Raleigh strikes for a 3-run home run. Here's the pitch. It sails outside. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Wrapped around Cal's home run were the great at-bats. The single by Naylor, the walk by Taylor Ward, RBI single then by Brendan Donovan.
The 2-1 swung on, guided back to the screen, foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And Cole Young taking the extra base on the deep fly ball to left field by Brock Rodden.
We saw the Mariners' offense perk to life in Houston and had a good series against Milwaukee in the final 2 games. So you're hoping they would bring that home. Here comes the 2-2. Swung on, fouled back. And so far, so good. It's been a good offensive night so far. 4 runs on the board. You're with us inside the Western Washington Toyota radio booth. Hancock shakes his head side to side once, twice, 3 times. Now comes set from the chest. The 2-2. down low. It's really a surprising start to this one. Hancock has been the most consistent pitcher for the Mariners this season. He's not had a lot of innings like that, the 3 spot out of the gates. The 3-2. Swung on, and he just got enough to stay alive.
Right now, Gary Emerson has to figure out how to get some quick outs.
Yes.
Because it seems like every batter has really made him work, and his pitch count is well over 50, 54 pitches right now.
He's had to work. Went 1-2-3 last inning. He's retired 5 in a row after 4 extra base hits to the first 5 batters. The 3-2 swung on, popped up, first base side, foul ground. That's into the seats over the dugout. You look at Emerson's season this year, his first 13 starts, he had a 2.74 ERA. Then he really ran into the only valley of the season. It was back-to-back starts against Washington and Boston where he gave up 11 runs in 9 innings. The 3-2 swung on, ground ball, hard hit, a couple hops right to shortstop. Rodden scoops it up, fires to first, and a little low, not dug out by Naylor. So Suzuki safe at first base. Rodden has a good arm. He showed it off, but winged it just a little bit low. That's an error on Rodden. So leadoff man aboard. It was a skip to first. Naylor just couldn't quite dig it on the backhand.
And that's a tough hop if it's about maybe 3-4 feet in front of Naylor. If it's a long hop, you got a chance to get to it.
Here's Bush as Hancock steps off.
Kind of like that throw chest high.
Yeah, that would be ideal, yes. Yeah. Climbing towards 60 pitches, 3rd inning, 4-3 Mariners. The offer outside. So Hancock, a 2.74 ERA, his first 13 starts. Runs into trouble in 2. And since in 8 starts, a 2.72 ERA. He has been so consistent all year outside of those 2 starts. The 1-0 swung on, little parachute, center field. Julio ranging, and he's right there. Now a little back pedal, makes the catch just above the ball cap. That's the first out. In fact, coming into this one, Emerson, 10th in the American League in ERA, just ahead of Logan Gilbert, who's 11th. Well, you know, Alex Bregman is coming to the plate, given the greeting. 2-run home run in the first by the former Astro. The pitch swung on a missed.
It's never going to stop, is it?
Nope. No matter what team he plays for. Boston, Cubs, does not matter. The 0-1. Swung on, ground ball chopping, deep in the hole. Donovan has it, long throw across the diamond. It's wide, it's past Naylor, hits the sidewall. Suzuki into third base, he's being waved. It's picked up by Naylor, fires it home a couple hops. Suzuki's got to turn around and go back to third base. The defense has let the Mariners down this inning now. Runners on second and third with 1 out. It's a long throw by Donovan, but off the mark.
You always see with a ground ball, the catcher always hustling up the first base line to help out to try to back up. And then you saw Emerson, Hancock, and shortstop Brock Rodden covering home plate to make sure that Suzuki didn't try to score on that play.
So that's going to be a base hit and an error. So Bregman at second, Suzuki at third. Infield will play in for Ian Happ. He doubled last time. The pitch swung on, line foul into the seats just above the Cubs third base dugout. Mariners tied this. It was 3-0 Cubs. Cal Raleigh, a 3-run home run. That's our legendary moment of the game, brought to you by Miller Lite. Legendary moments start with the light. When it's game time, it is Miller time. The pitch swung on, line drive, right field line, just foul. That would have played it 2. Instead, it's no balls, 2 strikes. As Hancock, he's looking for a strikeout right here. Big crowd on hand here. Game 1, Mariners and Cubs. It's been electric so far. Hancock deals. Swung on and missed. He waves at a curveball. Big strikeout for Emerson. There's 2 away.
Curveball down and away, and he had Haps reaching for this thing, and it was more vertical break north-south, and Hap chased it, could not get to it. A huge strikeout for the second out of the inning.
So here's Horner. He grounded to short his first time. Hancock looking to dance out of trouble here as Cal will run out to talk to Emerson. Cal has very unique catcher's gear tonight. It is Players Weekend, so we'll see some unique looks. He is honoring the guys at the fish market, Pike Place Fish Market. He's got, it looks like, orange overalls catcher's gear.
He's ready to catch a big old salmon.
He sure is. Yeah. He's swinging a bat as a tribute to them as well.
You got to try that sometime.
Catching?
Yeah, catch a salmon.
Have you tried?
I did one time, yeah.
How'd that go?
It went well.
I caught it.
Thing. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
It doesn't look easy.
It's not. And they're big.
Yeah.
And they kind of fire it at you, too.
It looks like a problem.
Yeah. No, it was a lot of fun. Then you have to toss it back, so you got to be careful.
So Cal paying tribute to them. It looks very, you don't see orange catcher gear on a Mariner very often, but that's what we see tonight. Orange shin guards. Kind of the orange bib as the chest protector, orange mask. Here's the pitch. It's down low. Mariners wearing their City Connects tonight. Blue jerseys, black pants. 4-3 Mariners, top of the third. Runners at second and third. Hancock from the chest, the pitch. Swung on, ground ball, hopping at the middle. Charging, Cole Young has it, throws on the move to first base, in time, got him. And that is it for Chicago. Emerson Hancock dances out of trouble in the third. Works through a couple of errors. No runs for the Cubs. We head to the bottom of the third. Mariners leading 4-3 over Chicago. That's your Mechanics Bank score on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
Stitch Fix. Stop shopping, get styled. A+ on the outfit, Miss Turner. You are about to slay parent-teacher conferences.
Oh, these? Just the most perfect fitting jeans my stylist sent me.
Oh, hello, you, who didn't set one foot in a mall and still looks amazing.
Just share your size, style, and budget, and your stylist sends personalized looks right to your door. Stitch Fix. Get started today at stitchfix.com. To my stylist, this look is dedicated to you. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll adopt a cat.
Just a cat, Sean? This is a New York Lottery win we're talking about.
I'd get the ultra-rare, hairless cat known as the Minskin.
Then?
I'd turn my garage into a rescue menagerie for all furless felines.
And when that gets too full?
I'll purchase land in the Catskills for them to sunbathe in hairless abandon.
Only cats.
All hair-free animals looking to roam in bald, beautiful peace.
Can I come?
Do you have hair?
New York Lottery. Can you imagine? Play today. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Ready, set, send it. Race down Pennsylvania's only mountain coaster. Feel the adrenaline as you zipline 4,000 feet through the trees. Grab a tube and launch downhill. No snow needed. Adventure on the largest treetop course in the state. Shall we go on? At Camelback Mountain Adventures, the thrills don't wait, and neither should you. With something around every corner, the day just keeps getting better. Big thrills, bigger memories. Start your peak adventure at camelbackresort.com.
Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. Gatorlyte, with a specialized blend of 5 electrolytes, was scientifically designed to help move fluids into the body faster for rapid rehydration.
Here's Dom Canzone. The pitch to him is low. Canzone, the only one who did not bat for the Mariners in the second. Mariners a 4 spot to take a 4-3 lead, bottom of the third. Boyd, the pitch. Swung on a bounding ball, chopping high bounce to Bush. He has to wait for it, under and toss to Boyd. It's a foot race. It's just in time. Boyd steps on first right before Canzone, and there's one away. Let's pause for station identification on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network. Here's Julio. Hit it hard last time to shortstop. The offer to him. low and away. Boyd, his last time against the Cardinals was a notable start. He gave up 4 home runs in 5 1/3 against the Cardinals. Here's the 1-0. That loops in there for a strike. 3 of those home runs to Joshua Baez, making his major league debut. Gave up homers to him in the 1st, the 4th, and the 6th. Here's the 1-1. Inside. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, first time in Major League history, player making a debut, hitting home runs in his first 3 at-bats.
Yeah, so Boyd was on the other end of history.
3 different pitches, too.
Here's the offer. Swung on a miss. Wade did a changeup. It's funny about Baez. Baseball, I mean, you know how this works, right? It's had its revenge. He homers 3 times in his first game. In the 6 games since, he's gone 1 for 21 with 8 strikeouts. Here's the pitch outside.
It doesn't take long for the game to humble you.
It really doesn't.
After a historic day like that.
Yeah.
Home runs, 3 different pitches, 3 different locations, left, center, and right.
Amazing. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on a missed. That was a slider tailing in on him. Julio swings through, so there's 2 away. Second strikeout for Boyd. Here's Naylor. He got things rolling with that base hit up the middle. Then Ward, a walk, Cal, a 3-run home run. And the Mariners weren't done. Cole Young with a base hit after that, driven in by Donovan. Here's the offer. Naylor shows bunt. Takes the bat back. Bregman is essentially playing shortstop, so Naylor, if he dropped one down the third base line, it would be a hit.
And he'll steal a base hit when he sees the third baseman playing back and way off the line.
Here's the pitch. That's a strike. Well, for a guy that steals as many bases as he does, you think that bunt would be in his arsenal?
Because he's going to wind up at second, maybe. Turn that bunt into a double.
Here's the 1-1. Strike. 25 stolen bases on the season. Not a number you see with first baseman very often at all. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Naylor. Boyd into the wind. The pitch. Swung on, popped up, straight back. That's into the crowd. You're with us inside the Western Washington Toyota radio booth.
He's got 5 more than Randy Rosarena and 25 more than you and I. And Shannon.
Here's the 1-2. Swung on, popped up. Short left field. Bregman ranging back. He's calling for it. Happen as well, but Bregman's going to take it near the line. And the Mariners go quietly 1-2-3 in the 3rd inning. We move to the 4th. Mariners and Cubs. M's on top 4-3. That's your Mechanics Bank score on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
New shoes, new clothes, brand new grade. Switch to Verizon to make sure their tech keeps up. This back-to-school season, buy or bring any Android phone and get a Samsung Galaxy tablet on us. Get your kids ready for the school year without breaking the bank. Visit Verizon.com or your local store today. Bring an Android phone or purchase a new phone with device payment on postpaid service plan required. $329.99 tablet device payment purchase with new line on $20 per month tablet plan for 36 months required. Less $330 tablet promo credit applied over 36 months. Additional taxes, fees, and terms apply.
I'd finally have time to reread my favorite fantasy book.
Dig deeper. We're imagining winning the New York lottery here.
Okay, I'd build my own reading nook right where the sun hits.
You're getting warmer.
The French sun. I'll buy a villa in Marseille. Wait, what's the French word for sun?
I don't know, Kathy. You're the reader.
Okay, I'll hire a tutor to learn the French word for sun, then the words to negotiate real estate, then I'll buy my own French library.
And to think you just wanted to reread a book. New York Lottery. Can you imagine? Play today. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
I started Ornata in 2013, and we make bike apparel. The best part of Shopify for me is our ability to run the business as essentially non-technical people. We're able to admin everything on the back end, front end, and sell things online easily. If Shopify were a bike accessory, I think it would actually be the bicycle. It's the thing that you do the thing on. We run the business on Shopify.
Start your free trial on shopify.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Apo Taco.
Mariners leading 4-3. Here's the first pitch from Emerson. That's a strike at the knees to Ramirez. Gets ahead. Mariners are trailing 3-0. Now ahead 4-3. Fourth inning. Emerson set. Delivers. Swung on. Chopped to first base. A couple hops. Naylor scoops it up. He'll take it to the bag himself. Steps on first. That's the out. Quick outs. That's exactly what Hancock needs. As we take a look at the premium matchup. Brought to you by Alaska Airlines, the official airline of the Seattle Mariners, and your new gateway to the world. Experience a new level of comfort aboard Alaska's new 787 Dreamliner, flying nonstop to top destinations around the globe. Here's Michael Conforto. The pitch to him. Swung on. That's fouled. First base side. Matchup against this Cubs. A very good offensive team. They have the best on-base percentage in baseball this year. They're top 5 in slug. They're second in runs scored. They can really be a problem. And they jumped out on the Mariners 3-0. It's now 4-3. Here's the 0-1. Inside, and I think that got him. Yeah, that hits Conforto. So he'll take first base. That was a sweep that just swept all the way inside, and it looked like got him in the guard on his lead leg. Here's Carson Kelly, catcher. Conforto, the one-time All-Star, takes the lead at first base. Here's the pitch. Swung on line drive past the dive of Donovan into left field. It was smoked, and now this is trouble. Runners at first and second, one out, and that brings up Pete Crow Armstrong, who has already homered. A leadoff home run in the first, popped up to third last time. He has been sensational. Already 30-30 this year.
And one of the toughest guys, Gary, to try to double up unless he hits a hot one-hopper right to Cole Young at second base. Then you have a chance.
Yeah, you're right about that. He is lightning. On Monday, a walk-off home run that punched his ticket for 30-30. All in one swing. Here's the pitch. Just a touch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Top of the fourth, 4-3 Mariners. Hancock was in deep trouble in the third. A couple of errors behind him, but he pitched out of that. Runners at second and third and 1 out. Cubs did not score. The 1-0. A half cut, did he go? He did not. So Emerson has fallen behind. 2 balls, no strikes. Hancock has really had to work. He's at 72 pitches. Armstrong, 32 home runs now. Here's the pitch. Inside, he has to dance out of the way on a changeup, and he's fallen way behind. 3 balls, no strikes. This is not the place you want to be against who may be the MVP frontrunner in the National League right now.
Yeah, what a great save right there by Cal Rowley.
3 balls, no strikes. 2 on, 1 out. The pitch. Swung on, lifted, left field, right at Randy. A couple steps back. He's there. He makes the catch. Runners retreat back to their bags. That's a massive out with 2 runners aboard on a 3-0 pitch.
3-0 pitch. You want a cookie. You want to drive that ball. And he hits a lazy fly ball to straightaway left field, and PCA just took that bat and just fired into the ground. He spiked in the ground. You're right. He was a little bit upset with himself, but when you got the got the go ahead and swing sign 3-0, you want that pitch right out over the plate. He got underneath it.
Boy, PCA stomping back to the dugout. He is fuming. Not out of the woods yet. Here's Suzuki having an excellent season. Mariners up by 1. The pitch. It scrapes the edge. A cutter. Hancock gets ahead. Hancock has made some big pitches with runners aboard tonight. Trying to keep Chicago off the board again. 4-3 Mariners. Top of the fourth. You're with us inside the Western Washington Toyota radio booth. The 0-1. Swung on, popped up. That's out of play behind home plate. And Hancock is ahead. No balls, 2 strikes. Suzuki, 22 homers this year, 24 doubles. The 0-2. Strike 3 called, a sweeper that floats right over the heart of the plate. Suzuki just stares as Hancock gets the punch out. He does it again. Hangs a 0 on the board in the 4th. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Mariners up by 1. It's 4-3. That's your Mechanics Bank score on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. Gator Light, with a specialized blend of 5 electrolytes, was scientifically designed to help move fluids into the body faster for rapid rehydration. With no artificial sweeteners or flavors. Shop now at retailers nationwide. Gator Light hydrates faster than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
When you run a growing home service business, you roll with the punches. More trucks, more techs, more jobs, and suddenly your team is drowning in spreadsheets, manual work, and software that just can't keep up. But there's a better way. Service Titan is the all-in-one system designed to help you scale the right way from day one. There's a reason Service Titan customers increase their revenue by an average of 15% every year. Get the software you can't outgrow. Go to ServiceTitan.com to learn more.
Stitch Fix. Stop shopping. Get styled.
Not today, sweatpants. Somebody's wearing jeans that fit.
Wow! No photos, please. I'm just a regular dad who happens to have a stylist.
I really look my best when someone else makes the decisions. Hey, we can all see you 2-way mirrors.
Just share your size, style, and budget, and your stylist sends personalized looks right to your door. Stitch Fix. Get started today at StitchFix.com.
I want to hug you. I'm going to hug you. I'm coming in for a hug.
At Hill's Pet Nutrition, we know that pet parent guilt is real. That's why we make science-led nutrition to help you give more love than humanly possible. Because you're only human, there's Hill's. Find the right food at hillspet.com/science does more.
12 exclusions apply.
Well, it's been a fun one so far. Mariners leading 4-3. Taylor Ward going to start things for the M's. Here's the pitch to him, and it's just a touch outside from Matthew Boyd. 1 ball, no strikes. Mariners trailing 3-0 early, a 4-spot in the second. Ward was a part of that. Here's the pitch. Watches it at the knees for a strike. Ward drew a walk after a Naylor single, then Cal a 3-run home run. Here's the pitch. At the knees, that's a strike. A 4-seam, 92 miles per hour. That's about top speed for Boyd. He'll really mix it up. Into the wind, he delivers 1-2. Swung on, tagged, center field, hit pretty well. PCA back, he's in front of the track, reaches up, makes the catch just off the shoulder. 1 out in the 4th. So we take a look at Who's Hot, brought to you by Fireside Home Solutions. Check them out for the perfect garage door, outdoor living space, or fireplace. Bellevue, Auburn, Spokane, or Portland, or firesidehomesolutions.com. Brendan Donovan, who drove in the go-ahead run in the second inning. He is blazing hot. Had a great road trip, especially the last 2 series. Here's the pitch to Cal. That's off the plate. Missed on a change. Cal, a 3-run home run in the second inning. Into the wind, delivers. Swung on, smoked. 1 hop, it's snared by Bregman. Spins around, fires to first to get the out. A stellar play to take away a hit from Cal Raleigh. Mariner fans have seen that one too many times. And all the matchups against Bregman and the Astros.
Yeah, super play by Bregman, but what a good sight for Cal Raleigh. Have 2 great at-bats like that early in the ball game against Matt Boyd, who does such a good job at changing speeds.
You're absolutely right about that. I'll bring up Cole Young. He scored the go-ahead run. Here's the pitch. And that's just outside. We were talking about Donovan, how hot he's been. You look at just that Milwaukee series coming here. Had 5 hits in that series, 3 walks, was on base a ton. Here's the 1-0. Swung out a bounding ball, first base side, snared by Bush, races to first. He steps on first. That's it for the Mariners. They go quickly 1-2-3 in the fourth inning. So all of a sudden, Boyd has really settled down. He's retired 7 Mariners in a row. But the Mariners do lead. It's 4-3 as we head to the fifth inning. That's your Mechanics Bank score on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
New shoes, new clothes, brand new grade. Switch to Verizon to make sure their tech keeps up. This back-to-school season, buy or bring any Android phone and get a Samsung Galaxy tablet on us. Get your kids ready for the school year without breaking the bank. Visit Verizon.com or your local store today. Bring an Android phone or purchase a new phone with device payment on postpaid service plan required. $329.99 tablet device payment purchase with new line on $20 per month tablet plan for 36 months required. Less $330 tablet promo credit applied over 36 months. Additional taxes, fees, and terms apply.
Morning people wake up for peace and quiet. McDonald's breakfast people, we wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast right before it ends.
Start your morning at McDonald's. Mix and match 2 for $6. Choose from a sausage McMuffin with egg, a bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddles, or a McChicken biscuit, and pair them with a refreshing Coke. Price and participation may vary, cannot be combined with any of the offer, single item at regular price.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is on the screws. Do you know what it means? On the screws. When a batter makes ideal contact with the ball. The term comes from golf, where inlays were attached by screws to the club faces of wooden drivers.
And Ioane hits it right on the screws.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhanced game nights with MLB Big In.
Welcome back to T-Mobile Park as we go to the top half of the fifth inning on a beautiful Friday night here in Seattle. Our Mechanics Bank score, the Mariners 4 and the Cubs 3. Michael Busch will lead things off. Here's the line of the pitch from Hancock, swinging a drive down the right field line. Fair ball in toward the corner. Up the ball in a hurricane zone. Heading for second is Busch. The long throw in, not in time. Busch in at second base with a head-first slide, and right away the Cubs have the tying run on in scoring position. Each starter has been bitten by one bad inning in this game. For Emerson Hancock, top of the first. PCA, Pete Crow Armstrong with a leadoff home run, and then Busch with a base hit, and Alex Bregman with a home run. And then for Matt Boyd in the bottom of the second inning, the Mariners had 4 hits and 4 runs. The big hit, a 2-run home run, or make it a 3-run home run by Cal Raleigh. Here's the pitch to Alex Bregman, and he takes a look at ball 1.
Wait, looking back at that slide by Busch, he's lucky he didn't hurt his shoulder. His shoulder got caught underneath him, and his arm got twisted under his body trying to get to second base on that slide.
Awkward head first slide in the bag. Here's the lineup of the pitch to Bregman, swinging a pop-up out of play on the first base side, and the count is even on Bregman at 1 ball and 1 strike. So each side with a big inning, but right now the Mariners with a little bit bigger inning, and that's been the difference. 4-3 Mariners. With still a lot of baseball left to play. Top of the fifth. 1 on, nobody out. The stretch of the pitch to Bregman. Swing and a miss, and he's way out in front of that sweeper, and that has been a beauty of a pitch for Hancock all season long.
81 pitches for Hancock, and it feels like every one of them has been a stress pitch so far.
No doubt. He's pitched out of trouble a number of times, and trying to do the same here in the fifth inning. Now the stretch and the 1-2 on the way to Bregman. Swing and a miss. He came back with a fastball, strike 3. He sees the sweeper, that sweeping breaking ball that goes in about 78 miles an hour. Then that 95-mile-an-hour cheese looks to be about 105. But a huge strikeout for Emerson Hancock, his 5th. And there's 1 on and 1 away for the Cubs here in the 5th inning. That'll bring up Ian Happ. But each time that Hancock has been in a jam, he's been up to the challenge. The stretch and the pitch to Happ, and that's over for a strike. And the count is 0-1. With 2 on and 1 out in the third, he struck out Happ. That was one of the biggest outs of the game so far. Then he got Horner to bounce out to Cole Young behind the bag at second. What happened that at bat before the strikeout hit a line drive that was just fouled on the right field line. 1 on, 1 away for the Cubs. Here's the stretch and the 0-1 pitch to Happ. Fastball for a strike, and the count is now 0-2. If you're an opposing hitter against Hancock, you got to be aware of the fastball and the off-speed pitches because you're going to get both. And one of those pitches helps the other. Here's the stretch and the 0-2 on the way. Low and inside for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. If you're looking for the fastball, here comes that sweeper. You get way out in front. Takes away your power. Pop up or a rolled over ground ball. Or if you're looking for the breaking ball, the fastball can zip by you. The windup of the 1-2. Swing and a miss at a fastball for Steve Wright 3, just like that. And that is strikeout number 6 for Hancock. Back-to-back strikeouts after the leadoff double by Bush here in the 5th inning. And that fastball was right there at the top rung of the strike zone. And that'll bring up Nico Horner. Time now for the roof report from 3 Tree Roofing. The roof is wide open on a beautiful Friday night here in Seattle. The roof report brought to you by 3 Tree Roofing, the #1 roofer in Washington. Go to 3treeroofing.com for a free estimate today. Rick Riz along with Gary Hill Jr. and Shannon Dreyer. Runner at second, 2 outs. The pitch on the way to Nico Horner, and here she comes. Breaking ball is a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. He can throw that front door breaking ball where he has a right-handed hitter backing away from it, and then a backdoor breaking ball to a left-handed hitter that gives up on it but tickles the outside corner. Here's the stretch and the 0-1 on the way to Horner. Swinging a ground ball, chopped foul on the third base side. And the count is 0-2. And one of the many reasons why Hancock has been so successful, he just keeps you guessing. And there are times if you're looking for a pitch, it's just a quality pitch in the right location, and he gets you that way. Here's the stretch. And the 0-2 on the way to Horner, swinging a ground ball down the third base line, foul. And there's a look at Horner reaching for that sweeper at 77 miles an hour. And he had him way out on his front foot, and the count is still 0-2 on Horner.
Taking a quick look at the Northwest Chevy Equinox scoreboard. The Rangers just walked off the Angels 2-1 on a bad throw to second base in extra innings. The Angels had a 1-0 lead with 2 outs in the 10th. They couldn't hold it, and the Rangers win.
Here's the pitch on the way. Sweeper's low and outside to Horner for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, right now, Gabe Spire warming up in the Mariners bullpen. Hancock's pitch count is getting up there at 90. So this may be his final inning. Last time I checked, Houston was leading tonight. Here's the stretch of the 1-2 pitch. Swinging, it's popped up. Straight up, coming down the third base line in front of the mound is Brendan Donovan. Donovan between the mound and home plate is there, and he makes the catch. That's going to retire the side. How about that? Emerson Hancock pitches around a leadoff double, and Bush is stranded at second base. We go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Halfway point, our Mechanics Bank score. It's the Mariners 4 and the Cubs 3.
Now boarding flight 532.
Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. 81% of travelers don't feel fully hydrated, and flying increases the risks of dehydration. Gatorade Zero powders have been scientifically designed to help improve hydration balance in the body. Clinically proven electrolyte blend and no artificial colors or flavors. Shop now online or at retailers nationwide. Gatorade hydrates better than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
Stitch Fix. Stop shopping, get styled. A+ on the outfit, Miss Turner. You are about to slay parent-teacher conferences.
Oh, these? Just the most perfect fitting jeans my stylist sent me.
Oh, hello, you, who didn't set one foot in a mall and still looks amazing.
Just share your size, style, and budget, and your stylist sends personalized looks right to your door. Stitch Fix. Get started today at StitchFix.com. To my stylist, this look is dedicated to you. Thank you. Thank you.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Swinging a long drive, deep right field, way back, upper deck, and gone. Goodbye. Another mammoth shot for Bryce Harper. Same section, 240. And he joins another list. It's a new list for Bryce Harper. 3 home runs here this afternoon and 3 at-bats.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Apo Taco. Do you know what it means?
Fife.com.
Little shortstop Brock Rodden will lead off the bottom of the 5th inning. He takes a Matt Boyd curveball for a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Our Mechanics Bank score, the Mariners 4 and the Cubs 3. Matt ready, the windup, and the next pitch is outside to Rodden for ball 1 ball and 1 strike. When Rodden came up, there was a story about when he was about 16, 17 years old, how he saved his grandpa's life. Here's the pitch on the way, swing and a miss. At that off-speed pitch, 1-2, a bull had gotten loose in a corral and went after his grandfather and attacked him about 3 or 4 times. And Rodden saw what was happening, raced over, and he hit the bull with a PVC pipe. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's high and outside for ball 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. To get the bull's attention, which he did, because then I ticked off the bull, he said, and the bull came after him, or Rodden. He's not that big, but he's really strong. Wrestled the bull to the ground. Here's the pitch on the way. Swinging a hard ground ball is short. Taken by Horner. The throw to first. Little high and safe at first is Rodden. As Bush had to go up in the air, his foot came off the bag. Rodden racing by. Bush at first base is safe at first base. I'll let him tell you what, that little kid has really been pepper pot for the Mariners. He's done a great job of giving the Mariners some energy for the last week. That's going to be an error on the throw by Nico Horner, the shortstop, pulling Bush off the bag.
Hey, what goes around comes around. That happened to Rodden earlier tonight.
Yeah. And now he is safe on the air by Horner. Here's Brendan Donovan with a bunt attempt, and he fouls it away behind the plate, and the count 0-1. And I asked Brock before the ball game, I said, tell me the story about you and the bull. He said, yeah, it's true. I said, how did you get the bull to the ground? He said, the bull came at me, and he just grabbed it by the horns and twisted its head and wrestled it to the ground. He put his knee on the neck until people could come by and help him out, and got his grandfather out of the ring. Here's a toss over to first base by Boyd, and back in time is Rodden with a dive. But can you imagine that? Whoa, we got a balk. We got a balk on Matt Boyd, and Rodden will be sent to second base.
Craig Counsell is hot.
So, and I think Boyd wants an explanation from the home plate umpire, Brennan Miller, who goes out there.
Usually lefties can do just about anything.
That's a good point.
Oh,
I see where the balk is. His front foot, his right foot is coming toward home plate. You got to step somewhat close to first base.
I mean, it's the kind of thing that lefties get away with a lot.
Yeah.
But not this time.
No. That was kind of obvious, and the home plate umpire, Brendan Miller, went out to explain to him, you got to step somewhat toward first base. So a balk sends Rodden down to second base. Nobody out. Mariners looking to add on. Brendan Donovan, the hitter. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Ground ball to the right side. That's going to advance the runner. Up at the ball is Bush. Goes to the back for the out on Donovan. Nice at bat right there. Advances Rodden to third. 1 on and 1 away. That's good old-fashioned 101 baseball. As Donovan gets inside that dugout, high fives from everybody.
Well, the balk comes up large. Yeah, the ground ball could be a double play instead of moving the runner to third.
No doubt. And Donovan gets that insurance run over the third base. 1 away. Here's Randy Rosarena, where now a hard hit ground ball gets on through because the infielders are up close for the Cubs. Healthy fly ball gives you a run. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Randy wanted to hit a healthy fly ball out of the ballpark with that cut, and the count is 0-1 on Randy. But can you imagine that? What Brock Rodden did to save his grandpa was in a whole bunch of trouble from that bull. Here's the stretch by Boyd, and the 0-1 is on the way to Randy. Swing, a little pop-up into shallow center field. PCA racing in. It's going to drop in, a base hit. Here comes Rodden on to score. As PCA tries to throw the ball pops out of his hand. Rodden will score. A bloop single by Randy Rosarena, and the Mariners now lead the Cubs 5-3, and the fans are into it. Great crowd here at T-Mobile Park.
Nice base running by Rodden, because you know the kind of center fielder that Pete Crow Armstrong is. He routinely makes amazing catches. So he had to stay close to the bag at third and really had to race home once that ball found grass.
And then PCA lost the grip on the ball trying to throw it. Here's Dom Canzone. Pitch on the way to Dom, and a breaking ball from Boyd is low and outside for ball one.
The Bach really comes back to haunt Boyd and the Cubs.
No doubt. So the Mariners have really taken advantage of two things that don't show up in the scorebook to score a couple of their runs. Here's the stretch. 5-3 Mariners. Canzone takes a pitch for a strike, and the count is even, a 1-1 strike. First of all, the deep fly ball to left field by Brock Rodden that advanced Cole Young into second base, and then right after that with 2 outs, Donovan with a base hit to score the run with 2 down. That was in the second. Here's the pitch. Swung on, ground ball, worm burner right to the second baseman. Ramirez over to second. It's a wide throw, and Horner has to reach for it. He gets the foot on the bag for the force on Randy Rosarena at second base. Had a shot for the double play, but the throw by Ramirez, not a good one over to Horner. He had to go high to his left to get the throw, then make sure he got the out at second on Randy Rosarena for the second out of the inning. Canzone is safe at first on a 4-6 fielder's choice.
Whether you look at defensive runs saved or OAA, the Cubs are the best defensive team in baseball. That has not shown up in this inning.
Here's Julio swinging a line drive, base hit in the left center field. The bat goes flying out of his hands. Down to second goes Canzone. Up the ball, the left fielder Happ gets the throw back into second base. So Julio kind of throwing his bat at the pitch. Singles into left center field to get Canzone into scoring position at second. He gets this one right off the end of the bat. The bat goes flying out of his hands down the third base line. And the Mariners still have the pressure on Matt Boyd with runners at first and second with 2 outs.
Remember how this inning started? An error by the shortstop to get things going. A balk, then a bad throw to second base. This inning should be over.
And the Mariners capitalizing on the bad throw by Nico Horner, the shortstop, to open up the gates for the Mariners to get 1 run. And now they have a chance to add to that with Josh Naylor, who singled. He started that 4-run rally with 1 out at the bottom of the second. Boyd ready, kicks, delivers, swinging a fly ball down the left field line. Slice it into the corner, foul. Down the line, and the count is 0-1 on Naylor. Hey, attention Mariner fans, play Mariners Bingo presented by Farmers Insurance at marinersbingo.com. No need to be at the ballpark to join in on the fun. Score awesome prizes like tickets and autographed gear from your favorite Mariner players. It's free, it's fun, and it's all Mariners baseball. Head to marinersbingo.com now and start playing. Runners get their leads, 2 on, 2 outs. And the lefty's 0-1 pitch on the way to Naylor. Breaking ball, strike on the inside corner, and the count 0-2. Both starters utilizing a slow breaking ball in the start. Matt Boyd for the Cubs, Emerson Hancock for the Mariners with his sweeper. Boyd with his curveball, the stretch, runners their leads. And now the 0-2 pitch is inside as Naylor backs away. Ball 1, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mariners trying to fight their way back to the 500 mark. Right now 8 under at 60 and 68. They got 5 runs in the bank on 6 hits. Cubs 3 runs on 7. Boyd a check of the runners, and now the lefty's 1-2 pitch. Naylor swinging a high pop-up. Shallow right field down the line. Going back to second baseman Ramirez. Right there, the first baseman Bush. And it's going to be Bush who makes the catch, and that will retire the side. Well, the Mariners pick up a big run here in the bottom of the 5th. We go to the top of the 6th inning, and our Mechanics Bank score, it's now the Mariners 5 and the Cubs 3.
Living in the city that never sleeps, you need a powerful home connection that keeps pace with your midnight grind. Keep your connection as legendary as the city itself. If you're a Verizon mobile customer, switch to Fios Home Internet and get reliable 100% fiber optic speed for just $20 a month. It's high-speed fiber dependability for less than a week of subway rides. Visit Verizon.com and switch today. Availability varies for new Fios customers with auto-pay, mobile plus home, and bonus discount. Enrollment required. One offer per eligible account. Additional terms apply. Limited time offer.
There's a lot about aging you can't control, but you can take steps to help protect your health. Getting vaccinated is one of the best ways to help protect against certain respiratory illnesses, especially if you are 50 or older or have certain medical conditions. Here's physician and Pfizer Medical Director Dr. Maria McColgan with more.
Your immune system weakens with age, so even if you feel healthier than others, just being 50 or older can increase your risk for certain potentially serious respiratory illnesses. That's why getting vaccinated is more important than ever. Staying on top of your recommended respiratory vaccines can help you avoid a respiratory infection that can make you very sick or cause a major setback to health conditions like heart disease or diabetes. Work with your doctor or pharmacist to help decide which vaccines are right for you, which may include flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. You can also learn more about which vaccines you may be eligible for at PfizerForAll.com.
This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
Now boarding flight 532.
Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. 81% of travelers don't feel fully hydrated, and flying increases the risks of dehydration. Gatorade Zero powders have been scientifically designed.
We go to the sixth inning. We had an ejection between innings. Here's the pitch from Hancock. It's outside to Ramirez. Ball one. Boyd and the home plate umpire were having a conversation about the balk that ended up being so important last inning. The Mariners getting one more run. It's 5-3 as we go to the sixth. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled off, third base side into the seats. And as Boyd was, you could kind of look, and Boyd was moving his feet around and trying to get an explanation, and somebody in the dugout yelled something. We think it was Counsell, and the home plate umpire just turned to the dugout and heave-ho. Here's the pitch. Swung on, ground ball to second base. Cole Young charges, gloves, throws to first. That's the out. Ramirez grounds out for the first out. So we think Counsell is out of the game.
Yeah, it looked like for a second Matt Boyd was thrown out. Matt's one of the nicest guys you'll ever want to meet, but you're right. As the home plate umpire turned and looked inside the dugout, and it was Craig Counsell who was thrown out of the game.
Here's Conforto. Gabe Spire is up. The pitch. Swung on a miss. You have Conforto, you have Kelly. If Pete Crow Armstrong comes up again, who bats after Kelly, it will be Spire in the sixth inning. As Hancock at 95 pitches. Conforto, he's batting with what looks like a giraffe bat as he pinwheels it around. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hard ground ball right to shortstop. Riding on the backhand, sets his feet, throws strongly to first to get the out. 2 away as we take a look at our working hard player of the game, brought to you by Wolverine Boots and Whistle Workwear for the ones working hard every day. Wolverine Boots available at Whistle Workwear. Emerson Hancock has had to work hard tonight. It's amazing given how this one started. He's got a chance to give the Mariners 6 innings. He gave up 4 extra base hits to the first 5 batters he saw tonight. Here's Kelly, the pitch. That's inside.
It's amazing how Emerson has settled down after throwing a ton of pitches in that top half of the first inning. Only the second time he's retired the first 2 batters in an inning tonight.
This will be his last batter. It just depends on. Here's the offer. Swung on, ground ball, hard hit, past Naylor into right field. It's a hit. So the question was, would it be the last batter finishing 6, or would it be the last batter 5 2/3 as Pete Crow Armstrong will come to the plate as the tying run, and here comes Dan Wilson. So Gabe Spire will be called on to face Pete Crow Armstrong, and we come back. Nice night, though, from Emerson Hancock. Settled in, gave up 3 runs in the first, zeros across into the 6th. Really good effort. 5-3, Mariners the lead. Gabe Spire coming on to face PCA next.
With even lower pricing on select steel battery-powered mowers, trimmers, and other tools, now is the perfect time to upgrade your outdoor equipment. Brinker is here for steel. Get the steel performance you need, know, and love at even a better value. With longer run times, quick charges, durability, and easy to operate, Steel's battery-powered outdoor tools are perfect for your job. Steel, the official outdoor power equipment provider of the Seattle Mariners. Visit SteelUSA.com to find your nearest Steel dealer. Dealer prices may vary.
There are trucks, and then there's the 2026 GMC Sierra. It's the truck. We are professional grade. Right now, when you finance through GM Financial, well-qualified buyers get 2.9% APR for 72 months on 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 models. See your Northwest GMC dealer. Monthly payment is $1,515 for every $1,000 you finance. Average example down payment is 8.8%. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 8/31/26.
What's the real definition of adventure? Uncruise is your kayak gliding past a glacier as the world falls silent. It's hiking a trail that isn't on any map. You're not waiting in line for the buffet. You're savoring farm-to-table meals and craft cocktails on vessels with fewer than 100 guests. Redefine adventure in Alaska, Mexico, Hawaii, Costa Rica, and the Galapagos. Visit uncruise.com, talk to an adventure specialist, and tell them Rick Riz sent you for exclusive savings.
Don't miss your chance to become a Mariners season ticket member. With a Flex plan, you can choose your games and seats as you go and save big on tickets. The 2026 memberships go off sale this Wednesday, August 26th. Join now at mariners.com/flex.
Well, the new pitcher for the Mariners, veteran left-hander Gabe Spire, 2-3 on the year with a 2.76 ERA, making his 41st appearance of the year. Emerson Hancock, a heck of a performance. Struggled in the early part of the ball game, gave up 3 runs in the top of the first. Mariners lead 5-3, but he settled down. He had to work himself out of a number of jams through 98 pitches. Gives way to Spire here to face PCA.
Pete Armstrong is the tying run. Lefty on lefty. Spire, the pitch. That's outside. Gabe Spire knows every series he walks into, he's going to face the best of the best lefty on the other side. And it does not get many better than Pete Armstrong right now in baseball. 32 home runs. He's homered tonight already. He has 9 home runs against lefties this year. 5-3 Mariners, 6th inning. Gabe, the pitch. He shows bunt, and it's wide for a ball. 2-0. Pete Armstrong flew out on a 3-0 pitch with runners at first and second in the 4th. That was a big out for Hancock, one of the biggest outs of the game so far. The 2-0 in there. 95 with the 2-seam on the corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. Gabe from the stretch. The pitch. Strike. Steaming right over the edge. Perfect pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sellout crowd making noise. They get behind Gabe right here. Runner at first base. Gabe set. The 2-2. Swung on, smoked, but foul into the seats, first base side. We'll do it again. That's the good fastball from Gabe, 96 miles per hour. He stalks around the mound. Now climbs back on the hill. Top of the 6th. 2-run lead for the Mariners. The 2-2. Just outside. Tried a 2-seam. It was just off the plate. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Spire set. Delivers. Swung on. Hard ground ball right to second base. Cole Young waits for it. He grabs it. Throws to first to get the out. And that's it. Gabe Spire gets it done. He retires Pete Crow Armstrong. No runs for the Cubs in the 6th. Mariners hold the lead, 5-3. We go to the bottom of the 6th. That's your Mechanics Bank score on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
Stitch Fix. Stop shopping. Get styled. Not today, sweatpants. Somebody's wearing jeans that fit.
Wow! No photos, please. I'm just a regular dad who happens to have a stylist.
I really look my best when someone else makes the decisions.
Hey, we can all see you two-way mirrors.
Just share your size, style, and budget, and your stylist sends personalized looks right to your door. Stitch Fix. Get started today at StitchFix.com. I want to hug you. I'm going to hug you. I'm coming in for a hug.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best.
Let's go!
Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games all season. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
Are you about to mow the lawn? It's blazing hot out here. Smokey Bear says,
avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry. It's all on SmokeyBear.com because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service.
Whatever it takes.
Bottom of the sixth, here's the pitch to Ward, and it's outside for a ball. Boyd's still on. Boyd was not ejected. Craig Counsell was.
Looked like Matt was, though.
Yeah, we thought for a second. Boyd's just 70 pitches. He delivers. And he sends it on the corner for a strike.
Because at the time, the home plate umpire, Brennan Miller, was face-to-face with Boyd. Then he turned around and threw out Counsell, who came out of the dugout.
Here's the 1-1. Inside. Cubs not happy with a balk call that helped the Mariners score a run in the fifth. The Mariners a 4 spot in the second, highlighted by Cal Raleigh, a 3-run home run. That tied the score. The 2-1. Swung on a missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And then Brendan Donovan gave the Mariners the lead in the second with an RBI base hit. This will be pitch number 75. Boyd rocks. The 2-2. Strike 3 called. He froze him. A slider at the kneecaps. First out in the 6th inning. Hey, we just had the Microsoft Salmon Run tonight. Sockeye was the winner tonight. And throughout the entire weekend, Microsoft highlighting nonprofit partners making a difference across our state. And tonight's community spotlight is Special Olympics of Washington. Here's the pitch to Cal. Swung on a miss, way out in front of a curveball. An organization creating opportunities for athletes of all abilities to compete, grow, and lead. Microsoft proud to support Special Olympics Washington and their work building more inclusive communities across our states. A big thanks to Microsoft. Here's the 0-1. That's at the knees. A curveball. 0-2. Cal, a grimace on his face. Bottom of the 6th. 5-3 Mariners. Boyd into the motion. The 0-2. Swung on, skied. Short right field. Ramirez out. Suzuki in. Ramirez calling for it. He'll make the catch with one hand. And there's 2 away. Taking another look at our Northwest Chevy Equinox scoreboard. The Rangers walked off the Angels in 10 tonight, 2-1, and the Astros beat the A's 4-0. So the Mariners need to win just to keep ground with the 2 in front of them in the division. Here's Cole Young. The pitch to him. It sails just off the plate. 2 outs, base is empty. This will be pitch number 80 for Boyd. Into the motion, delivers. That misses inside. Boyd missed about 6 weeks this year with an unusual injury. He tore his meniscus in his knee playing with his kids.
He's a really good family man.
He is a good family man. That's
kids.
A tough way to get an injury. Here's the 2-0. Swung on, popped up out of play. Now, it's not like they're playing professional football or anything.
Yes, it happens.
The 2-1. And a Frisbee outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. He was an all-star last year for the Cubs. A first-time all-star. He steps into the 3-1. Here it is. Swung on, a rip but foul. First base side into the stands. Out in front of four seam. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 6th. Mariners up by 2. He steps into the 3-2. Here it is. Outside, ball 4. I mentioned Boyd being an all-star. Conforto also a one-time all-star. So the Cubs have 2 all-stars born in Washington State. Currently, there are 7 active all-stars in Major League Baseball that were born in Washington State. Corbin Carroll, Drew Rasmussen, Andrew Kittredge, Riley O'Brien, Blake Snell, and the 2 Chicago Cubs. Here's the pitch to Rodden. Swung on and missed. 0-1. There are 20 active players right now in Major League Baseball that were born in Washington State. Kind of scattered throughout the league.
A lot of talent up here.
Yeah, absolutely. The 0-1. Swung on, driven, left field. It's hammered. Happ racing back. He's at the track. He's at the wall. He makes the catch. The Gold Glover makes the grab just in front of the wall. Rodden has threatened for his first Major League home run twice tonight. The Mariners turned away in the 6th. We go to the 7th. M's on top by 2, 5-3. That's your Mechanics Bank score on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
Now boarding flight 532.
Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. 81% of travelers don't feel fully hydrated, and flying increases the risks of dehydration. Gatorade Zero powders have been scientifically designed to help improve hydration balance in the body. Clinically proven electrolyte blend and no artificial colors or flavors. Shop now online or at retailers nationwide. Gatorade hydrates better than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
Living in a city that never sleeps, you need a powerful home connection that keeps pace with your midnight grind. Keep your connection as legendary as the city itself. If you're a Verizon mobile customer, switch to Fios Home Internet and get reliable 100% fiber optic speed for just $20 a month. It's high-speed fiber dependability for less than a week of subway rides. Visit Verizon.com and switch today. Availability varies for new Fios customers with auto-pay, mobile plus home, and bonus discount. Enrollment required. One offer per eligible account. Additional terms apply. Limited time offer.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com. Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I'm truly humbled to stand here before you in Cooperstown with 2 men that pitched for me and 2 managers that made my life as a...
We got a close one in the 7th. Mariners and Cubs, 5-3 Mariners. Gabe Spire still on. Here comes his first pitch to Suzuki. That's a strike. Spire retired Pete Crow Armstrong as the tying run at the plate to end the 6th inning. Suzuki 0 for 3, a couple of strikeouts. Here's the pitch from Gabe. Swung on, fouled back. It's called to the bullpen, brought to you by Sunset Auto Family in Sumner and Auburn. You just get more at Sunset, and people do like that. Gabe from the chest. Delivers. A touchdown stairs. Mariners have action in the pen. We're kind of shielded on who that may be. Guessing Bizzardo. Here's the 1-2. Just a touch inside. You have the lefty Bush on deck, and then the righty Bregman after that. Spire trying to get the righty Suzuki right here. The 2-2. Swung on, popped up, little parachute, right field, dropping, it's down, it's a hit. Canzone scoops it up, quickly gets it in. So blue base hit to start this inning for the Cubs. Cubs have had traffic all night. Mariners pitchers have been up to the task. Cubs scored 3 in the first. They have not scored since. Lefty on lefty. Here's Bush. He's doubled twice. 2 for 3. The pitch. In there. You're with us inside the Western Washington Toyota radio booth. It is Bizzardo warming up. You have the righty Bregman, who has homered in this game, on deck. Spire deals. Swung on, fouled back. 0-2. So Spire in the driver's seat. Runner at first base. No outs.
Let's see if Spire goes down on the way to try to get that ground ball to Cole Young at second, get a double play. Because right now, Gabe is in the driver's seat. See if Bush will chase.
Gabe ready. The 0-2. It spins outside. Try to slider. No chase. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mariners and Cubs, game 1 of the series. Game 2 tomorrow. Cade Anderson gets the ball for the first time. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Fastball right by him. A punch out from Gabe. There's 1 out in the 7th. Here's Bregman. He has homered and singled and fanned. Here's the pitch. Swung on ground ball. Gabe spears it. He throws to second for 1. Relay to first. It's a double play. Started by Gabe Spire, who punches the glove. Storms off the mound as the Mariners get the double play. The Cubs a 0 on the board. Gabe Spire does it again. We head to the bottom of the 7th. 5-3 Mariners, the lead over the Cubs. That's your Mechanics Bank score on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
Stitch Fix. Stop shopping. Get styled.
Not today, sweatpants. Somebody's wearing jeans that fit.
Wow! No photos, please. I'm just a regular dad who happens to have a stylist.
I really look my best when someone else makes the decisions.
Hey, we can all see you 2-way mirrors.
Just share your size, style, and budget, and your stylist sends personalized looks right to your door. Stitch Fix. Get started today at StitchFix.com.
I want to hug you. I'm going to hug you. I'm coming in for a hug.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921. Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I'm truly humbled to stand here before you in Cooperstown with 2 men that pitched for me and 2 managers that made my life as a manager so challenging, and a hitter that we never did figure out how to pitch to him.
That's Bobby Cox during his Hall of Fame induction speech. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang. Today's phrase is high cheese. Do you know what it means? High cheese, a fastball thrown with high velocity.
Fresh for everyone.
Fun one tonight. Mariners leading the Cubs 5-3. Bottom of the 7th inning, top of the order. Daniel Palencia takes over on the hill for the Cubs. Their closer, who's missed the last 2 months, he will not go into the 9th inning role right out of the gate, so he's pitching here. He throws gas, averages 100 on his fastball. Top of the order, here's Donovan. Here's the pitch. Swung on, bounding ball, first base side. It hugs the line. It stays fair. Bush grabs it, underhand toss to Palencia covering. Steps on first. That's the out. One away. You're with us inside the Western Washington Toyota radio booth. Hey, a quick look at the Northwest Chevy Equinox scoreboard. Congratulations to Tacoma Little League, who won again today at the Little League World Series. They beat Bernie, Texas. Sorry, Jay. Here's the pitch to Randy. Strike at the knees. They won 4-3 today. So Tacoma will take on Nevada on Sunday. So congratulations, Tacoma.
It's your second win.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Tacoma's on a roll. It was my hometown against Jay's hometown.
Yeah, Bernie, Texas.
Bragging rights for me.
Good for you.
Here comes the 0-1. Swung on, lifted right field, twisting towards the line. Suzuki ranging over in foul ground, leans over near the sidewall, and he can't come up with it. He ran into the netting, couldn't make the grab.
I think a fan helped out too, Gary, down that right field line. He was inside his seats, behind the wall as Suzuki was reaching over that short wall. Oh, it hit right off the tip of his glove as two fans had their hands trying to get to it.
Well, now the umpires are going to talk about this, I think.
I think the ball was in the stands, so I don't think it's interference. Fan interference.
It's not clear if he even would have caught it had the fan's hand not been there. It was off his glove before the fan reached in.
Yeah.
Cubs are arguing, but I think the Mariners are going to be okay here.
Yeah. I think either way, because I don't think they really interfered with his ability to catch the ball. Number one, and number two, it was in the seats.
Yeah, and I think it was off his glove first, so I think it's pretty irrelevant.
Yeah. Checking out a replay up on Fire TV. And I think fans had a chance to go after it.
Gives us a chance to look at our BECU save of the game. It's always a good time to save. Learn more about the BECU Early Saver account, becu.org/early saver. I don't think you can say enough about Emerson Hancock in this one.
Oh, my
After
goodness.
the way it started.
He gave the Mariners a chance to win this ball game after the start where he gave up 3 runs in the first 4 batters with a couple of home runs. Also gave up 2 doubles. You know what? He got him to settle down, and he went deep in this game, giving the Mariners a chance to come back. Emerson Hancock was really outstanding. He had, like you said, he threw a lot of stress pitches. There were runners all over the place, and he was able to get out of one jam after another. Give Emerson Hancock a lot of credit. Should the Mariners go on and win this game tonight?
Here we go.
After review, there was no spectator interference. The call is confirmed. Chicago will lose their challenge.
Gary and I could have told you that, and we did. Just ask us.
Yeah, we should. When we're here at T-Mobile Park, just ask Rick. Rick will make the call.
Shannon too. She knows.
So back to it here. Randy steps in, 1 away. Valencia bent at the waist, now straightens up. Here comes the 0-2 to Randy. Swung on a miss. That was 99. And there's 2 away. That's a big arm that the Cubs are getting back for the stretch run. They really haven't had a steady closer. Jacob Webb has 9 saves, but it figures with the way we've seen Palencia already, it figures he'll get the job back sometime soon. Here's the pitch to Dom. That's down low.
Look at the stat sheet. There's like 13 different relievers have a save. But Palencia had it and then lost it. And I was talking with Pat Hughes, the Hall of Fame broadcaster for the Cubs. He said a lot of guys had an opportunity to try to grab that role and didn't.
The 1-0 swung on, popped up behind home plate, out of play. Yeah, Palencia, that elbow injury missing 2 months, it really opened the door, and no one really emerged as the guy.
He got the save in the win for Venezuela in the World Baseball Classic, but he came back hurt from the Classic.
The 1-1. Swung on, fouled back. Speaking of that, Bizzardo warming up the bullpen. Teammates. They both played enormous roles in the bullpen for that team. Bottom of the 7th, 5-3 Mariners, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. It's wide and challenged. Our good friend Trent Thornton is in the Cubs bullpen. He's having a nice season. Let's look at this challenge. Now it's a ball. Cubs lose the challenge. Thornton has 3 saves.
Mariners have 2 left, and the Cubs now have 1. Yeah, I saw Trent prior to the ball game. He said, "How's the Achilles?" He showed me his heels. It's all healed up.
Here's the 2-2. Up and away. Missed 99.
That was a sad sight to see him come off the mound with a torn Achilles a few years ago.
The 3-2 to Dom. Here it is. Strike 3 called. Punched him out 99 at the kneecaps. Mariners go 1-2-3 in the 7th. We head to the 8th. Mariners holding a 2-run lead. It's 5-3. That's your Mechanics Bank score on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
Choose to lean into it. Every Mazda is engineered to give you effortless control.
I wake up.
Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. Gatorade Zero powders have been scientifically designed to help improve hydration balance in the body. With a clinically proven electrolyte blend and no artificial colors or flavors. Great tasting hydration no matter where you're going. Shop now online or at retailers nationwide. Gatorade hydrates better than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
We are Children's Miracle Network, and we raise funds for 170 local children's hospitals. Make big change today for kids in your community. Support your local children's hospital with a monthly or one-time gift online. Learn more at cmn.org.
I just bought a new automobile the same way they did in the 1900s when movies were silent.
Well, I just got this Jeep from FlexCar. Maintenance and insurance are included, and I can switch cars anytime.
What are you, high on giggle juice?
The first and only month-to-month car lease. FlexCar, you drive everything.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is on the screws. Do you know what it means? On the screws. When a batter makes ideal contact with the ball. The term comes from golf, where inlays were attached by screws to the club faces of wooden drivers.
And Ioane hits it right on the screws.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Well, our Mechanics Bank score, it's the Mariners 5 and the Cubs 3 as we go to the top half of the 8th inning. As we do, Dan Wilson going to his bullpen to get right-hander Eduard Bizzardo to take over here in the 8th. Ian Happ will lead things off for the Cubs. Here's the pitch on the way. Sinker, swing and a miss, and the count is 0-1. Bizzardo 3-3 with a 3.00 ERA, making his 61st appearance out of the bullpen. He's been busy. Set by Bizzardo, and now the right-hander's 0-1 pitch, low and inside, gets on by Cal all the way to the backstop for ball 1 ball and 1 strike. Bizzardo has worked 57 innings, given up 56 hits, just 16 walks and 57 strikeouts. Great job by Gabe Spire in relief. 1 1/3. Here's the pitch, check swing, and it's outside for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike now on Happ. With Suzuki out at first base after a leadoff single, Spire came back and struck out Michael Busch for the first out of the inning. Then he had to face Alex Bregman. Here's the pitch of the way, swinging a well-hit ball deep into right center field. Canzone going back, looking up, and goodbye baseball. This one is way out of here by Happ, and it's a 1-run ball game. It's now the Mariners 5 and the Cubs 4. Ian Happ with his 21st home run of the season. And for the Cubs, their 3rd home run of the game. Mariners now lead by 1, 5-4. Right now, let's pause for station identification. This is the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network. A run in for the Cubs here in the top of the 8th. Here's the pitch on the way to Nico Horner. Swinging a line drive the other way into right field for a base hit. Up with the ball in his can zone. Gets a throw and a second. And right away the Cubs have the tying run on at first base. So Bizzardo has given up a home run and now a solid single to right by Horner. And that'll bring up second baseman Pedro Ramirez. It'll also bring out pitching coach Pete Woodworth. I'll have to have a little talk with Bizzardo. Already there is catcher Cal Raleigh and the rest of the infielders. So Bizzardo trying to get that first out here in the top half of the 8th inning.
And it's trying to get the ball to Munoz with a lead. Mariners bullpen had to do a lot of work in Milwaukee with the no off day. It's right back to it in this series.
Yeah, the Mariners used Ferrer and Rucker and Diaz yesterday in Milwaukee behind George Kirby, who lasted only 3 1/3 innings.
You wonder about Ferrer, who's pitched 2 days in a row. This might have to be Bizzardo.
So Pete Woodworth back to the dugout. Here's Ramirez, left-handed hitter. Close to third base, Brendan Donovan, the stretch and the pitch. Swinging a foul back behind home plate. And the count is 0-1. So Bizzardo coming right after Ramirez with a fastball at 97 miles an hour. Ramirez started off the season at AAA Iowa. He was at AA Knoxville last year. Put some good numbers up at AAA. Here's a toss over to first base by Bizzardo. Back to the bag goes Nico Horner. Mariners 5 runs, 6 hits. And for the Cubs, 4 runs on 11 because Emerson Hancock was mighty busy. Kept getting out of one jam after another. Here's the pitch. And it's outside on Ramirez for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. On deck is Conforto. Bizzardo needs a ground ball at somebody right about now. The stretch. And the 1-1 on the way. And it's a breaking ball that's low and inside for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike.
Ferrer is up. So he's pitched 2 days in a row, but it looks like he could go 3 in a row.
As you got PCA looming. Here's the pitch on the way, and that's outside for ball 3. 3-1 the count on Ramirez, and now Bizzardo way behind in the count. 1 on, nobody out, a run in. After the leadoff home run by Ian Happ. 5-4 Mariners, the stretch and the 3-1 pitch. And it's low and inside for ball 4. So Ramirez draws a walk. And now the Cubs have the tying run on at second, and the go-ahead run is on at first base. And Bizzardo is still searching for that first out here in the top half of the 8th inning. That'll bring up Michael Conforto. Let's see how the Cubs play this. Mariners are close to the corners looking for the sacrifice. You got Donovan in at third. Naylor in at first base, and now he starts to back up for Conforto, a left-handed hitter. So the runners get their leads. The set by Bizzardo, and here's the pitch to Conforto, swinging a little looper on the third base side, foul territory on the run. Brendan Donovan makes the catch. Out by the Cubs dugout, a little floater off to the left, and Donovan just hustles over in a hurry to get to that ball on the warning track right by the Cub third base dugout. For the first big out of the inning for Eduard Bizzardo.
Needed that in a big way.
A ground ball can get you out of the inning. First and second, 1 out, 1 run in, 5-4 Mariners. And here's catcher Carson Kelly, who is 2 for 3 on the night with a couple of singles. The look in by Bizzardo, the stretch and the pitch. Good breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Cubs have a lot of base hits, but they're 1 for 11 with runners in scoring position, and Bizzardo would like to make it 1 for 12 to get a ground ball double play right here off the bat of Kelly. Runners get their leads. The stretch and the 0-1 on the way to Kelly. And it's outside for ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Cubs have had base runners in every inning except for the second. There's been traffic constantly.
It's the only 1-2-3 inning. That was for Hancock back in the second after he threw a ton of pitches in the first. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a foul off the end of the bat behind home plate. And the count is 1-2 now on Kelly. So now Bizzardo can try to throw that slider, nasty slider down on the way and get that ground ball he needs to get out of the inning. You can see that second baseman Cole Young has the PitchCom's receiver in his cap listening to what the pitch is. He's playing near the bag at second. The stretch. Runners go. The 1-2 swinging a ground ball is short. Rodden's got it. The Cubs will stay out of the double play. The throw to first, and it's in time to get Kelly for the second out of the inning. So the Cubs, by sending both runners, they advance, stay out of the double play. That was a tailor-made double play ball, but Horner gets to third. Ramirez gets into second base.
Now first base is open. Let's see what the Mariners do with PCA.
Put him on. You got the tying run at third, the go-ahead run on at second base, and now Cal Raleigh out to the mound. To have a talk with Bizzardo. You got Suzuki due up next. But you got Pete Crow Armstrong, who led off the game with a home run, his 32nd home run of the year. And after that, he's gone 0 for 3. He's popped up to Donovan at third, flied out to Randy Rosarena in left field, and is grounded out to Cole Young at second base. Right now, he's probably the leader in the clubhouse for the National League MVP award. So let's see how the Mariners play it. PCA heading up to home plate. Left-handed hitter steps in, and they're going to walk him. Yeah.
Okay.
Good idea. Don't pitch.
When are we going to? Yeah. There. I was waiting for the signal, and there it was.
Well, as soon as he got in the batter's box, and then they put up the 4 fingers.
Yeah.
Wisely walk him, and now the bases are loaded for Seiya Suzuki, who is 1 for 4, and that hit was a bloop single into right field his last time up in the 7th inning. Bizzardo looking for the final out here in the 8th. 1 run in and the home run by Happ, but the Cubs have a runner at every base. Pitch on the way to Suzuki, low and outside for ball 1. You've got Horner on at third, Ramirez the runner at second, and Pete Crow Armstrong with that great speed is on at first base. 5-4 Mariners, 2 outs, bases loaded. The 1-0 pitch, check swing, it's just a bit outside, and Cal wants to challenge. Mariners have 2 challenges left. Why not?
This is gonna be close.
Oh, and it misses. It just misses. Paper thin miss on the outside corner, and the count is 2-0 on Suzuki. Barely missed. Bizzardo, a little bend of the waist. Glove tucked underneath his chin. Looks in. The sign from Cal. Runners a lead at every base. The 2-0 pitch. It's a ball and another challenge from Cal.
That was 99 from Bizzardo.
And the Mariners need this one, and they got it. It's going to be a strike. So instead of 3-0, what a turnaround. The count is now 2-1 on Suzuki. That was a huge challenge and a win by Cal Raleigh. Here we go. Runners their leads. The stretch. And the right-hander's 2-1 pitch to Suzuki. Check swing. That's a strike called by the home plate umpire. And Mr. Brennan Miller said that's a strike, and it is. And the count is now full on Seiya Suzuki, or make it an even count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runners get their leads. Bizzardo trying to get out of trouble. The stretch had the 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 and a sweeper. And he strikes out Seiya Suzuki to retire the side, and the Cubs leave the bases loaded. They get a run to make it a 1-run game. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Our score, Mariners 5 and the Cubs 4.
Choose to lean into it. Every Mazda is engineered to give you effortless control.
I wake up.
You got this.
Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. Don't let dehydration take away from your day. Gatorade Zero powders have been scientifically designed to help improve hydration balance in the body.
with a clinically proven electrolyte blend and no artificial colors or flavors. Shop now online or at retailers nationwide. Gatorade, hydrates better than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
Carter's has your family covered for every summer first. First steps, first swim lesson, or first sleepover. Our clothes help kids and parents have their best summer ever, thanks to comfy design and easy dressing details. Generations of families have trusted our must-haves for babies, toddlers, and kids. Designed to shine season after season. Visit Carters.com to shop the latest styles or find a Carter's store near you.
Las Vegas was built for stars. And on August 22nd, two of boxing's biggest take center stage. Rolly Romero never follows the script.
This is my game.
Teofimo Lopez has never needed one.
This guy's got a big mouth.
For years, they've had plenty to say.
All you do is talk.
But with World Championship gold on the line, can they back it?
Teo, I'm here. I'm going all in.
It's time to put up or shut up. Rolly Romero versus Teofimo Lopez, August 22nd.
I'll shut you up.
Watch on DAZN and DAZN.
Always entertaining.
What a ball game as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Our Mechanics Bank score. It's the Mariners 5 and the Cubs 4. Edward Bizzardo getting out of a bases-loaded jam in the top of the 8th inning. Colin Ray will take over for the Cubs. Our right-handers, we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, and Julio will lead things off. Ray, a big right-hander, fires away, and it's going to be down low for ball one. Bizzardo was in a heap of trouble in that top of the 8th inning. Gave up a leadoff home run to Ian Happ. And then the bases were loaded with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Julio. Swing and a miss. The bat goes sailing past third baseman Alex Bregman all the way onto the grass in left field. That's the second time that Julio has thrown the bat way down that third base line tonight. 1-1 the count on Julio. But Bizzardo was able to come back with the bases loaded and strike out Seiya Suzuki for the final out of the inning. What a test by Bizzardo, and he came through. 1-1 the count on Julio. Gets more stick him on the bat. Julio will be followed by Josh Naylor and then Taylor Ward. The Mariners looking for an insurance run as they will turn the game over to their closer. Andres Munoz has been outstanding the last 2 months plus. He's been great. Ray ready from the stretch. And here's the 1-1 on the way to Julio. Swinging a little chopper, fouled away to the third base side, and the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Julio with a base hit his last time up. He scorched the ball to the shortstop, Nico Horner, back leading off the bottom half of the second inning. It's Players Weekend, and they get a chance to show off their style as they get their personalized bats that are just beautifully painted, designed. Here's the stretch. And the 1-2 to Julio. It's way outside for ball 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. There really are pieces of art, each bat, from all the players around baseball. Ray ready from the belt. And the 2-2 on the way to Julio. Way outside for ball 3. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Big factor in this game for the Cubs. They just haven't been able to hit with runners in scoring position. They've hit the ball out of the ballpark 3 times, though. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be up and in to Julio for ball 4. Julio with a big leadoff walk here in the bottom of the 8th inning. See, Mariner fans will never forget October 8th, 1995, bottom of the 11th inning. Edgar Martinez lines a double down the left field line. Ken Griffey Jr. scores. Rounds third, slides across home plate to score the winning run. It remains one of the most iconic moments in Seattle sports history. Today, that unforgettable slide continues to inspire a different kind of impact. It's the inspiration behind the new Microsoft Home Plate Club, a celebration of the joint commitment between the Mariners and Microsoft to help support communities throughout Washington. Here is Josh Naylor, the pitch on the way, swing and a miss, 0-1. It's a reminder that being safe at home, like Junior was on Edgar's double, means more than crossing home plate. It means making sure we make Washington a place where they can feel secure, supported, and able to thrive. The Mariners and Microsoft. Here's the pitch to Naylor. low. Ball one ball and one strike.
On Julio, that last pitch they challenged, and it was reversed to strike, so Julio fanned looking.
So it's a strikeout, one away, and the pitch to Naylor. And it's down and in for ball two. 2 balls and 1 strike. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning, and nobody on. Mariners lead 5-4. The pitch to Naylor. Swing low chopper back to the mound, taken by Ray halfway between the mound and home plate. Turns, throws to first in time to get Naylor for the out. And the Mariners have 2 down. And that'll bring up Taylor Ward trying to get something going with 2 outs. But Munoz getting ready. Senior Smoke is getting loose out in the Mariners bullpen out there in left center field. Here's Ward. Taylor drew a huge walk and scored 1 of 4 Mariner runs way back in the bottom half of the second. 0 for 2 on the night. The pitch on the way to Taylor. Strike called. 0-1. With 1 out, Josh Naylor singled. Ward walked. Cal Raleigh on the very next pitch from Matt Boyd hit a 3-run home run to race a 3-0 deficit. Now the 0-1 pitch. It's way outside for ball 1. 1-1 the count on Ward. Right after that, Cole Young singled, went to third on a deep fly ball to left by Brock Rodden, and then scored on a base hit by Brendan Donovan. Mariners added a run in the 5th. The pitch on the way, and it's outside at Ward. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Great crowd tonight waiting for the big fireworks show after the game. Mariners looking to take game 1 of the big 3-game series with the Cubs. Now the stretch and the 2-1 pitch. It's outside for ball 3. 3-1. Ward with a tremendous eye up at home plate. Went over from the Baltimore Orioles after spending a lot of time in Anaheim. Next offer on the way, and that's going to be outside for ball 4. So Taylor Ward does his thing. He walks for the 2nd time tonight. And the Mariners have a runner on at first base for Cal Raleigh. And anytime you get aboard with 2 outs in front of Cal Raleigh, you're doing yourself a big, big favor. We're going to have a pinch runner for Taylor at first. Leo Rivas going out to run for Taylor Ward. So that is a big run over there at first base. Rivas takes over for Ward. 1 on and 2 outs. Ward high fives inside the Mariners first base dugout. And here's Cal Raleigh, who belted his 14th home run of the season way back in the bottom half of the 2nd inning. Colin Ray looks in. Here's the stretch. And the pitch on the way to Cal. Swing and a miss. Starts him off with a changeup. And the count is 0-1. Cal now with 47 runs batted in after that 3-run shot in the second. Here's the stretch by Ray, and the right-hander's 0-1 pitch is on the way to Cal. Strike on the inside corner, and the count is 0-2. And it was right there as Ray dots the inside corner at the knees. Rivas, good speed, a lead over at first base, held on by Bush. Ray leans in. Here's the stretch. And a toss over to first base as Rivas dives back safely to the bag. Mariners and the Cubs, 3-game series. Come on by for some weekend baseball. And then come on by on Monday when the Phillies come to town for game 1 of a 3-game series. Here's the stretch and the 0-2 to Cal. Way up and in. Almost got him. Ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Don Mattingly taking over that ball club as manager early in the season from Rob Thompson. And the Phillies, one of the better teams as well in the National League. Following the Cubs, here's the stretch. And the 1-2 pitch on the way to Cal. Swinging a high ground ball right side. Off to his left, the second baseman. Ramirez is there, gloves it at the cut of the grass. The throw to first in time to get Cal, and that's going to retire the side. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Last try for the Cubs. Our Mechanics Bank score. It's the Mariners 5 and the Cubs 4.
I scream. You scream. We all scream. Because Wendy's famous small classic Frosty is just $1 for a limited time. More screaming, happy screaming, summer screaming, dollar small classic Frosty screaming! But please don't scream in the drive-thru. It hurts the employees' ears. Get a $1 small classic Frosty for a limited time, only at Wendy's.
U.S. price and participation may vary. A la carte only, not valid for delivery. Limit 10 per transaction. Price may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
Oceanfront views, great amenities.
Planning our next vacation?
Looking for a rehab center after your dad's hip replacement.
Find anything good?
Yep, MJHS Menorah Center. It's right here in Brooklyn.
That has great rehab, right?
Of course. And long-term care too if we ever need it. Plus, they're not-for-profit, so I know we can trust them.
Perfect.
MJHS Menorah Center. Learn more at mjhsmenorah.org.
School's back, routines are back, and so is that Sunday feeling of wanting to actually have it together. I've been using Thrive Market to help ease the stress. I can stock the kids' lunchbox with snacks that aren't filled with Red 40, plus I can shop by my own goals with a few clicks. They have 90-plus filters like high protein, high fiber, and more. Skip the multiple grocery store trips and get $30 off your first 2 orders only when you go to thrivemarket.com/getstarted.
At DSW, we ask the important questions, like what shoes are you going to wear? Whether you're prepping for wedding season, festival season, or just planning the ultimate vacay, the right shoes.
Well, here we go to the top of the 9th inning. Our mechanics big score. It's the Mariners 5 and the Cubs 4, and Senor Smoke will take over. Right-hander Andres Munoz, and he has been outstanding. We'll give you his numbers on the season. For Munoz, 5-5 with a 4.27 ERA in 49 appearances. But over the last 2 months, he's been money. Michael Busch will lead off the top half of the 9th inning. Here's the stretch by Munoz, and the pitch on the way, and it's going to be a strike on the inside corner. Starts him off with a 4-seam fastball at 100 miles an hour. But over the last 2 months in 23 appearances, here's the stretch, and we got a challenge by Busch, and it is a strike on the inside corner. So the Cubs are out of challenges. That was their second challenge, and now they don't have any. The stretch by Munoz, and the 0-1 pitch on the way, and it's going to be a slider that's just down and away for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Over the last 2 months, Munoz has had only 1 blip on the radar, and it really wasn't that bad of a blip. It didn't look good because he gave up some runs. Here's the pitch, and it's outside for ball 2, 2-1. But he threw a nasty slider down on the way to Jose Altuve, which should have been a swing and a miss in strike 3 in the end of that game. But somehow Altuve got that blue pit into right field and led to a big inning for the Astros. The 2-1 pitch. Strike called, and the count is even on Busch at 2 balls and 2 strikes. But other than that appearance, over the last 23 appearances, he has been outstanding.
That one was below the zone, but the Cubs, nothing they can do about it. Out of challenges.
They're done. So the count is even on Busch at 2-2. The stretch by Munoz. And the 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss and a changeup. Strike 3. A changeup to a left-handed hitter. That was a beauty. Strike 3. Munoz strikes out the first batter he faces here in the top half of the 9th inning. Mariners lead 5-4. 2 outs away from their 61st win of the year. Trying to keep pace with the Astros and the Rangers who've won tonight. And here's Alex Bregman up there, who homered back in the first inning. The pitch on the way to Bregman. Over for a strike, and the count 0-1. Munoz, since the middle of June, just attacking the strike zone, utilizing his fastball better than he ever have this year. And mixing in that slider. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss by Bregman, and the count is now 0-2. And against the lefties, an occasional changeup for lots of swings and misses. Munoz out in front of the count. Looking for another strikeout. The stretch. The 0-2 on the way to Bregman. Swinging a fly ball deep to left field. Randy going back to the warning track to the wall, and it is gone. Goodbye, baseball. Alex Bregman with his second home run of the night has just tied the game at 5-5 here in the top half of the 9th inning. For Alex Bregman, His 17th and 18th home runs of the season tonight for the Cubs. And it came on an 0-2 pitch. A slider out over the plate, and Bregman got it out to left field. So we are tied at 5-5. And here's Ian Happ, the pitch. Fastball for a strike, 0-1. How about that fastball at 102? Now the look in by Munoz, and the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at a fastball again, 102 miles an hour. So now Munoz trying to get this game to the bottom of the 9th inning. Tied at 5. Andres ready. And the right-hander's 0-2 on the way. Swing and a foul back as Happ just got a piece of it. And the count is still 0-2. Time now for the Muckleshoot Casino Resort Pen Report. The Mariners have used Spire, Pizzardo, and now Munoz behind Emerson Hancock, who had the battle in this ballgame, especially from that first inning on. Here's the pitch on the way, and a swing and a miss by Happ for strike 3. So 2 down for the Cubs here in the top of the 9th inning, even at 5. And that'll bring up Nico Horner. That's the Pen Report, brought to you by Muckleshoot Casino Resort. So now Munoz looking for the final out here in the 9th inning, get his offense back to work in the bottom of the 9th inning. Horner is 1 for 4 on the night. Pitch on the way to Horner. Swing and a miss at a slider. And the count is 0-1. Big crowd tonight. Waiting for the fireworks show after the game on a Friday night, on a beautiful Friday night here in Seattle. Munoz coming right after Happ to strike him out, following the home run by Bregman that tied the game. Here's the stretch, and the 0-1 on the way to Horner. Way up and in off the glove of Cal as Horner gets out of the way from ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. In the meantime, Jacob Webb is getting loose in the Cub bullpen. He's their closer right now. Munoz with a new baseball, the stretch, and the 1-1 on the way to Horner. Fastball for a strike, and the count is now 1-2. When we go to the bottom of the 9th inning, due up for the Mariners, Cole Young, Brock Rodden, and Brendan Donovan. All tied 5-5 here in the top of the 9th inning. The 1-2 pitch. It's a little bit high for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Cubs with 4 home runs in this game. 2 by Bregman, 1 by Happ, and 1 by PCA leading off the game. The stretch and the 2-2 pitch, swinging a fly ball out of play down the right field side. And the count is still even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. A lot of flashes of light with the LED lights, different colors all around the ballpark. Here's the look in by Munoz, and again the 2-2, swinging a chopper 2-hopper right to the second baseman Cole Young. His throw to first, and time to get Horner, and that's going to retire the side. However, the Cubs get a run on Bregman's second home run of the night. We go to the bottom of the 9th tied. Our Mechanics Bank score, it's the Mariners 5 and the Cubs 5.
You got this. Low energy, unfocused, foggy. You might be dehydrated. Don't let dehydration take away from your day. Gatorade Zero powders have been scientifically designed to help improve hydration balance in the body. With a clinically proven electrolyte blend and no artificial colors or flavors. Shop now online or at retailers nationwide. Gatorade hydrates better than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist. School's back, routines are back, and so is that Sunday feeling of wanting to actually have it together. I've been using Thrive Market to help ease the stress. I can stock the kids' lunchbox with snacks that aren't filled with Red 40. Plus, I can shop by my own goals with a few clicks. They have 90+ filters like high protein, high fiber, and more. Skip the multiple grocery store trips and get $30 off your first 2 orders only when you go to thrivemarket.com/get started.
A cool and crisp Modelo tastes good. But you know what tastes even better? That survived the evening rush Modelo. That post-12-hour shift Modelo. That fought for every rebound Modelo. That just clocked out on a Friday Modelo. That Modelo you earned is just better. That Modelo is the markable fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
At Optro, we know that change is happening faster than anyone imagined, challenging you in ways you've never known. But you're not just GRC professionals, you're resilient problem solvers. Dare we say, you're optimistic. Your optimism is informed. It acts with confidence.
Well, here we go to the bottom of the ninth inning. Any old kind of run will win it. Why? Well, because we are tied. Our Mechanics Bank score. It's the Mariners 5 and the Cubs 5. What a game tonight here in the friendly confines of T-Mobile Park. Jacob Webb will take over in relief for Chicago. He's 6-2 with a 2.25 ERA. Cole Young to lead it off. Here's the pitch on the way, and that gets in there for a strike. 0-1 starts him off with a curveball. But Webb 6-2 in 56 appearances. 9 saves, 13 opportunities. A look in by Webb, and the 0-1 pitch to Cole. A strike. And the count is now 0-2 on Young. Brock Rodden is due up next. Cole with 15 home runs on the season. This guy has some pop in that bat. Make a mistake, he can win it with one swing. The stretch and the pitch to Young. Swing and a miss at a changeup for strike 3. And the Mariners have one down here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Well, here's Brock Rodden. Rodden had some power down at AAA Tacoma at 262 with 19 home runs and 65 runs batted in. He's hit the ball well twice tonight, both times flying out to Hap deep in left field. Now he's batting from the left side. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's down low for ball 1. He reached safely on a throwing error and scored a run. Turns out to be a huge run back in the 5th inning. That was the Mariners' 5th run of the game. We're tied at 5. Now the stretch by Webb. The 1-0 pitch to Rodden is inside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. So now with the count 2-0, Brock is sitting on a fastball. A little bit of pop in that bat. Here's the stretch. And now the 2-0 pitch on the way. Swinging a high fly ball. Fairly deep right field, but going back near the warning track is Suzuki. He's there. He's got plenty of room, and he makes the catch. And for the 3rd time in a row, Rodden just misses, trying to hit his first home run in the big leagues. So the Mariners have 2 down here in the bottom of the 9th inning, and that'll leave it up to Brendan Donovan to win it in regulation. Donovan is 1 for 4, had a big 2-out RBI single back in the 2nd. Pitch on the way to Donovan. And it's a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. And now Brendan wants to challenge. He thinks that ball was inside. Mariners have a challenge left. Why not? And we're going to take a look at it, and it is a strike. So the Mariners lose that challenge. And they are out of challenges right now. 0-1 the count on Brendan. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That misses for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Donovan with 3 home runs on the season. Those came early in the year. Left-handed hitter, the stretch by Webb, and the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup again from Webb. He's got a nasty changeup. And the count is a ball and 2 strikes. They'll use that to left-handed hitters like Donovan. Brandon up there, trying to get something started with 2 outs. The 1-2 pitch. Swinging a line drive into center field for a base hit. Right in between Horner and Ramirez. So Brendan with his 2nd base hit tonight, and the Mariners have the winning run on at first base with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th inning. This is a pitch up and a little bit out of the strike zone, but Donovan was able to get his hands up there to go get it, and that will bring up Randy Arozarena. Randy with a bloop RBI single in the 5th inning. 5-5 tie, bottom of the 9th. Pitch on the way to Randy. Swinging a ground ball to short. Up with the ball is Horner. Swipes it with a glove to throw to first, and it's in time to get Randy Arozarena, and we are going to go into extra innings tonight here at T-Mobile Park. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left on in the bottom of the 9th. We go to the top of the 10th, tied. Our Mechanics Bank score. It's the Mariners 5 and the Cubs 5.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing, while Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability, making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Northwest Chevy dealer.
The official airline of the Seattle Mariners is your new gateway to the world. Alaska Airlines is the hometown airline of Seattle and now the 4th largest U.S. global airline, with new nonstops to Seoul, Tokyo, Rome, and London, with many more ahead. Experience your dream global getaway aboard Alaska's new 787 Dreamliner, featuring private suites with lie-flat seats, chef-curated food and beverages, and entertainment screens at every seat. Book your next adventure today at alaskaair.com.
Are you ready to hit a home run with your shopping? Look no further than the Fred Meyer Mariners Rewards Program. It's your ticket to win big while you shop. Here's how it works. For every $1 you spend on participating products like Hempler's Bacon and Sun Cruiser, you earn Fred Meyer Mariners Rewards points. Redeem your points all season long for game tickets, T-Mobile Park Concert Series tickets, VIP experiences, and more. Visit fredmeyer.com/Mariners for details.
Over 50 years of funk and soul coming your way. Thursday, September 10th to Emerald Queen Casino Event Center. It's Tower of Power. Tower of Power, September 10th at Emerald Queen Casino. Always entertaining.
9 not enough. We go to extras. Mariners and Cubs. Every time this season the Mariners win in extra innings, your local Northwest Chevy dealers donating $500 to youth baseball programs right here in the Puget Sound. Thank you, Northwest Chevy dealers. Sir Anthony Dominguez is on for the Mariners. Nico Horner, the automatic runner at second base. It will be 7, 8, 9 due up here for Chicago, and then top of the order in PCA. Pedro Ramirez will start things. He's 0 for 3 with a walk. Corner's crashing. Here comes the pitch. No bunt. Swings and pops it up out of play, third base side. Looks like the Mariners were expecting a bunt. Tied score, 10th inning, 5-5. Dominguez, the pitch. No, he spins around and he looks Horner back to second base. Horner can run. He's got 20 steals on the year. Corners in again. The 0-1. Swung on off the fist. Fouled back to the screen. No balls, 2 strikes. Now a strikeout here would be the perfect way to start the 10th. Dominguez has that big fastball. See what he does here. From the belt, the 0-2. Swung on, popped up, and that is out of play again behind home plate. Cal gave it a look, but it's about 10 rows back. We'll do it again, 0-2. As Ramirez spoils it. Bregman, a home run in the 9th to tie it. That's where we stand, 5-5. The Cubs had a 3-0 lead in this game. Horner takes off. The 0-2 swung on and fouled back. He had a great jump. He had third stolen. It's always brave in extras to try and swipe third base, especially with no outs.
And a left-handed hitter up there. Catcher has that clear view to third.
The 0-2. Swung on, popped up behind home plate, and that's just in front of us. Out of play. It's becoming a good battle. He has fouled off every pitch in this at bat so far. 5 pitches, 5 foul balls. The 0-2. Swung on. Foul ball. Tried the splitter that time. He's thrown 3 fastballs, 3 splitters. Runner on second. No outs. Extra innings, tied score. Dominguez set. Spins around. He looks Horner back to second. So that is the second disengagement for Dominguez. See how aggressive Horner gets. No balls, 2 strikes. Dominguez bent at the waist. Now straightens up. The pitch. Swung on, popped up. This is playable. First base side, foul ground. Naylor's under it. He makes the catch with one hand. A big first out here in extra innings.
Key to getting out of extra innings without any damage. Get that first out without the runner advancing. Holy smokes, long battle, and he did it with the pop-up to Naylor at first base.
Here's Conforto. Let's see if Horner gets aggressive now. He tried to steal third once already in that at-bat. Let's see if he tries to do it again here. Extra innings, 1 out. Dominguez, the pitch. It's low. Try to splitter. That's taken downstairs. Conforto 0 for 3, a hit by pitch as well. The 1-0. It's wide, and it will be challenged. Remember, in extras, both teams get a challenge back if you don't have a challenge. Let's take a look. It is a strike. Tickling the edge. It flips the count to 1-1. Mariners maintain that challenge. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. 10th inning, runner at second. Dominguez spins around. He looks Horner back to second base again. Keeping a close look on Nico Horner. Horner, a jump at second base. Here's the pitch. And it's down low. He had a jump. Dominguez hadn't thrown, and then Horner ran back to second base. So he didn't try and steal, although he could have. 2 balls and 1 strike. That was low. It looks like he wants to run. Here's the 2-1. Swung on, chopped foul, first base side, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Conforto has a fairly high strikeout rate. Cal walks out. He's going to talk to Dominguez, picks up the rosin bag. The whole infield will converge, except for the right side. So the left side of the infield will. 5-5 the score, top of the 10th. The Rangers have won. The Astros have won. Mariners trying to keep pace tonight in the division. They led in the 9th, but Alex Bregman, his second home run of the night, tied the score. And here we are in extras. Runner at second, 1 out. Meeting broken up. Dominguez from the belt. Here comes the 2-2 on the way to Conforto. No, he spins around. He looks Horner back to the bag again. His second disengagement. Horner dancing at second, a huge lead. He takes off. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. The strikeout. He's got third stolen, but it's the strikeout. There's 2 away.
Horner very aggressive out there at second base because he knows that Dominguez is going to throw a lot of splitters. And if you pick that pitch, you got a chance, even with a left-handed hitter up there. But a big, big strikeout for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, Mariners will take that trade.
Yep.
All day long. Here's Carson Kelly. PCA is on deck. This is the guy to get with the runner at third base. Here's the pitch. And it's just upstairs. Misses a good fastball at 97, but too high. Mariners want nothing to do with PCA here in extras. Runner at third base, 2 outs. The 1-0. Swung on, driven, center field. Julio ranging over. He's under it. He makes the catch. Sir Anthony Dominguez He punches the glove. He hangs a 0 in the 10th. And the table is set for the bottom of the 10th inning. 5-5. Mariners and Cubs. Can the M's walk it off? We'll find out when we come back right after this.
With even lower pricing on select steel battery-powered mowers, trimmers, and other tools, now is the perfect time to upgrade your outdoor equipment. Rick is here for steel. Get the steel performance you need, know, and love at even a better value. With longer run times, quick charges, durability, and easy to operate, Steel's battery-powered outdoor tools are perfect for your job. Steel, the official outdoor power equipment provider of the Seattle Mariners. Visit SteelUSA.com to find your nearest Steel dealer. Dealer prices may vary.
There are trucks, and then there's the 2026 GMC Sierra. It's the truck. We are professional grade. Right now, when you finance through GM Financial, well-qualified buyers get 2.9% APR for 72 months on 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 models. See your Northwest GMC dealer. Monthly payment is $1,515 for every $1,000 you financed. Average example down payment is 8.8%. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 8/31/26.
What's the real definition of adventure? Uncruise is your kayak gliding past a glacier as the world falls silent. It's hiking a trail that isn't on any map. You're not waiting in line for the buffet. You're savoring farm-to-table meals and craft cocktails on vessels with fewer than 100 guests. Redefine adventure in Alaska, Mexico, Hawaii, Costa Rica, and the Galapagos. Visit uncruise.com, talk to an adventure specialist, and tell them Rick Riz sent you for exclusive savings.
Don't miss your chance to become a Mariners season ticket member. With a Flex plan, you can choose your games and seats as you go and save big on tickets. The 2026 memberships go off sale this Wednesday, August 26th. Join now at mariners.com/flex.
Bottom of the 10th, Mariners and Cubs tied 5 apiece. Randy Arozarena, the zombie runner at second base. New pitcher, familiar face, Ryan Zephyr-John, the former Angel, traded at the deadline to the Cubs. He'll take over. Robles is batting here. Remember, he took over defensively for Canzone. Cubs are expecting a bunt. I think everybody's expecting a bunt here. Mariners just need one to walk it off. Corners crashing. Here comes the pitch to Victor. He shows bunt, and instead Zephyr-John spins around and looks Randy back to second base. 5-5 the score, bottom of the 10th. Zephyr-John an ERA over 4 this year combined between the two teams. Been a bit rocky with the Cubs. 5 innings, 5 earned runs. A couple of home runs allowed. Here's the pitch. Victor shows bunt. It's up and in. It goes by him all the way to the backstop.
It's amazing that Robles was somehow able to get out. Or was he hit?
I think it might hit. It hit him or the bat. Which one?
Oh my goodness! They're sending Randy back to second base.
It hit the bat.
Oh, as he was getting out of the way, it hit the bat.
Yeah, it was near his face, and it was the bat. They just got a piece of the bat, so it's a foul ball.
He was pulling the bat back, and it hit the handle of the bat.
And you can't blame him there. That was just protection.
That was scary.
The Mariners are going to challenge this, but from what we've seen, I don't think they're going to win it. But given the circumstance, why not give it a try? That is terrible luck.
I'm just happy that Victor wasn't hit in the face with that pitch.
I mean, you can't blame Victor. He was at that point just trying to get out of the way.
Yeah. And he hits right around where his right hand is up around the barrel.
Yeah. A little closer than I thought at first glance.
Maybe that's what Jake is taking a look at.
Unfortunately, called foul ball initially.
Did he get his hand?
Boy, that is tough to tell. That's very close.
Got his right hand on the barrel of the bat. Right finger, his index finger is right there. Oh my goodness. Did it hit the finger?
What a wild way to start the bottom of the 10th.
Oh, my goodness. It may be a while for the umpires to take a look at this one in Manhattan. So the Mariners are challenging hit by pitch.
5-5 the score, bottom of the 10th. Sir Anthony Dominguez did not allow the Cubs to score. Now the table is set for the Mariners here.
On the field stands at the foul ball. Seattle will lose their challenge.
I kind of suspected that. 0-1.
They're just not enough there to overturn it.
Yeah.
It's so close.
You imagine he will be asked to bunt again. You have to be brave in baseball after that. He climbs back into the batter's box.
You're right. That one was right at his face.
Corners in on the grass. Here's the pitch, the bunt. Nope. He takes the bat back, and it's low and away. Carson Kelly had to stab at that. That nearly got by him. As Bregman crashes, Horner is racing over to third, so Randy doesn't have a free base. The 1-1. Robles the bunt. He bunts it right in front of home plate. Picked up by the pitcher. Zephyr John throws a little wide to first. It's grabbed. Steps on first. Randy goes to third. And now the winning run at third base as Victor Robles gets the job done.
That's a brave at-bat right there. Looked like a breaking ball in the outside corner. He's able to get the bunt down. Zephyr John goes to first base. So a great bunt right there by Victor Robles to get the job done to get Randy the winning run to third base.
Here comes Julio. I think the Cubs are going to shift a formation here. They're going to bring in an outfielder.
Yeah, it looks like they're waving in half.
Going to come in.
Yeah.
They're going to run out another glove to him.
We saw this the other day. Was it against Tampa Bay?
Yeah.
Where Kevin Cash came out with the infielder's glove for one of his outfielders. So 5-man infield for the Cubs here in the bottom of the 10th inning. Got the winning run out of third base with only one out.
Happ, a guy that's played some infield in his career, so this is not unfamiliar. 4-time Gold Glover. 5-5 the score, bottom of the 10th, winning run at third base, one out. Here's Julio. 5 infielders.
Get the ball in the air. Wins this game.
They surround the grass. They're all playing in. Just 2 outfielders. Julio looking to elevate. Here's the pitch. Low. A sweeper that misses. Ball 1. It has been a battle all night. Randy, his lead at third base. The pitch. Swung on. A roller right back to Zephyr John. He looks at Randy. A little lob toss to first base to get Julio. There's 2 away. And now it's going to take a base hit or wild pitch. Perhaps if it gets over Zephyr John, it's a hit. But Zephyr John, 6'5". Brings up Josh Naylor. They're going to walk him. Ward is out of the lineup. He was lifted for a pinch runner, so that's going to bring up Leo Rivas. Rivas a chance to win it. 5-5 the score, bottom of the 10th. Runners on the corners, 2 outs.
Mariners have had 9 walk-offs, looking for 10.
Here's the pitch. In there. Gets ahead on a sweeper. Rivas has played hero in the past, including the postseason last year for the Mariners. Randy, a running lead. Here's the pitch. Swung on, line drive, center field. It's down. It's a hit. That's the ball game. The Mariners walk it off. Leo Rivas plays hero again. 6-5. Mariners win as Randy touches home, and the Mariners take game 1 against the Cubs. The celebration is on. The fireworks are going off, and the Mariners are going home happy.
Little Leo coming through in the clutch. Solid base hit. Straightaway center fielder with 2 outs and the winning run out at third base. Mariners' 10th walk-off win of the season. Holy smokes, they needed this one, and they got it. Emerson Hancock battling and battling. He's a key reason why the Mariners ended up winning this ball game tonight. And then the Mariners battling back from that early 3-0 deficit. But Leo Rivas with a walk-off base hit